Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Karsh the Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave. Sorry for the prolonged start and whatnot. One of our cast members was just getting some aspirin, so we're good, we're great. We've got our brand new overlays today, although you can't really see it, and they're not really brand new because these version of our overlays, this is our Mark II overlay, which you can see now, and what we've been using for over a year now for this show. Yes, it's been that long. It's just getting too complex to edit and to move and to change things, and all the other shows have been updated with a new style, which is much more efficient, much easier, and much more beautiful. We're waiting on the Mark IIIs to be fully finished. Our artist, which we're using, is having lots and lots of issues actually with the program she uses for it, so it's about 95% complete, and yet we can't use it unfortunately yet. So it's almost here, but in the meantime what we've done is we mocked up and actually put in our mock-up into the system, into our broadcast, and that's what we're going to be using today. Hopefully maybe this week will be the only time we have to use it, and hopefully we get all the new assets next week, and at least it'll be easy to reset everything up. So, yeah, that's just an explanation of why things look very, very, very different for this show. But also, they look closer to the other shows. So, let's go across so you can see it for the first time. I've rearranged my buttons, so that's going to be weird in itself. So, let's go. So, hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Yay!
How you doing?
So we have everyone here today. We're going to be running with 4 cast members at the moment, instead of our normal 5, and yeah, we're still looking for a cast member. We'll be doing that search slowly, not quickly, and it's only a temporary position anyway, because from all reports, Will is totally coming back. Maybe with Kadan, maybe not. Who knows? Well, I know, but I'm not saying. So yeah,
You realised that was going to be an option.
Well, there's always options. There's always
Kadan
options.
doesn't come back, there will be riots in the street.
Ron comes back, but with a mustache on. Completely different character.
He just slaps on a fake silly mustache, is like, yep, new character, guys.
Or Robold's beard.
Dawn.
Rodon.
That's actually wouldn't be hard to do. Just put that beard, just like copy a cut, and it wouldn't be that hard.
No, you have to commission an entirely new character art.
Oh god, not for a beard, no. We do that too much right at the moment. But yeah, so everyone's here. It's great. We'll do our introductions, and we'll do our bookkeeping, housekeeping as it is, and then we'll do like a little bit of what's been going on. So Nia, would you like to do your intro?
Sure, yeah. Hey everyone, I'm Nir. I play Mava, our half-elven witch druid sort of thing. Yeah, that thing. I hope today's session goes good because we're about to possibly fight something that might kill us. Because us getting in fights with the fire cult, it's been going on for long enough that we're used to this at this point.
It's a theme.
It's a theme going on. Doesn't have to be this theme. It could have been another cult, but no, you picked on the fire.
Yep, fire cults everywhere.
Yeah. Peach.
Sorry, last sessions are coming back to me now, and I'm like,
When your internet's ready, Peach.
Maybe you're somewhere
Okay.
else than the...
Oh no.
So your sound's out. No. Okay, we'll move on. It's okay. We'll move on, and you can spend your time
spicy
fixing.
meatball.
You can spend some time fixing. We'll move on, and we'll come back to you. Technical issues is always the name of the show. We are totally professionals here. And this is the group that have pretty much gone through all my technical issues for the longest, so we're okay with that. Sky, would you like to do your intro then?
Hello, I'm Skyblue Shinx, or Marco, and I play Kip the Kobold Fighter / Wizard, who had a real rough go of it last session, and is probably still working through some shit. So we'll see if he can blow off some steam in some combat.
Kill some things and be happy about that.
Yeah.
Emmy?
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, or you can just call me Emmy. I'm Meg, the Goblin Bard. And yes, I had that moment of just dread. And I'm also currently hoping my internet doesn't crap itself because it's being funny.
Yeah, we just started seeing that as well. And hopefully Peach is back, but we'll do our normal bookkeeping while everything's being sorted, and no mimes in the show, please. That's just not, they are totally wrong. Please, no mimes. Worked with a lot of performers and a lot of bards over the years as my circus background, but please, no bards. So no bards, yes. Mimes, no. So while it's getting sorted, the audio and the sound and the background music and stuff and bits and pieces that you'll hear in the background, that's from Syrinscape. We use their audio pretty much on every single show because it's amazing. Just breathe, Peach, breathe. I can just see things being pulled out of the computer right there. So yeah, the audio that you're hearing is Syrinscape. It's amazing. They have super great products, and at any price point you can go in and just purchase a single sound or a single group of sounds, a full campaign, or you can subscribe to fantasy style of sounds where you have access to everything, or you can subscribe to the sci-fi version, which also has modern stuff, or you can subscribe to all of it and have access to everything, including board games, because they do board game sounds as well. This is the only campaign which we run, or the only show that we run, which doesn't have a specific sound set for it. So our Children of the Marsh campaign or show runs off the Ghost of Saltmarsh. They've got a specific sound set for that. Our Waterdeep Dragon Heist had sound sets for that, and even had box text, which was amazing. I could click on a button and have everyone talk back to the players in voice acting without me having to do a thing. So yeah, it's really good. Check them out. They're not a sponsor, but I really love them to be a sponsor because they are just really that great. And have we got sound yet?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Sound.
Yes, we can hear you.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. I am Peach. I play I'm so sorry. I'm still not used to that. I play Arona, the Tiefling Rogue. I am sorry if it's going to be a bit low energy from my side. I've got a massive headache. And just want to say this campaign has actually been a very long PSA to not play with fire, kids. We're sponsored by Smokey the Bear.
Just wait till you hit the water cults and they start drowning you. And then there's the PSA about swimming lessons.
Only you can prevent fire cults.
And if you notice on the overlay, yes, it does have so written there, and it's been crossed out, and Arona has been put next to it. So I did make sure that was put in as well. With the overlay down the bottom, we have the scrolling of who's who, and right now, so just turned up, again, that's been crossed out with Arona's details. Who is a human? No, that's crossed out. A tiefling. So I had to put those in because long-running jokes are funny.
Especially when you don't know them, because you're new.
Yeah, if you don't know them, they're kind of just like things which you may get an idea of what's going on, of like some of the character of each of the characters. The other pieces of housekeeping is that we are doing a giveaway today. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, if you type in exclamation point water into chat, you'll enter yourself into the giveaway. and we'll be doing the draw at the end of the session. We may just end up doing a draw from anyone that even just comes in and watches. So that's all good.
Win a copy of Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus.
Not
This
that
new
copy,
adventure.
but
Not the limited copy. This
No.
one's mine. You get the standard copy.
But you get a copy.
It's amazing. Look at the amazing.
yeah. From all reports, it is an absolutely amazing campaign. From what I've seen of it, I don't even own a copy because we're giving one away, which is really annoying for me.
4 words. 4 words to advertise this campaign. Mad Max in Hell.
Yeah, it's very rock and roll, very heavy metal. It's AC/DC in D&D. Wow, if
It's-
we could actually get away with using that as a name for the for a show, I would love to do that.
I
But
wanna run this.
being in Australia, we would get sued so badly.
I want to run this, and I might run this on this channel. Maybe it's not going to be until the new year because the rest of this year is pretty busy. But I do want to run this.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, and the giveaway, the exclamation mark, water, not moist. That's a different channel. That's actually quite a few channels I know that use moist, but no, water, because we've been doing a lot of fire, so I thought water would cancel the fire. So
very well, hope so.
Time for a wall of water.
it was either that or
Yes.
flaming fist, and I know how much you love flames, so that's. I thought I'd go
good.
the opposite way. But yeah, it's really good. So we're doing the giveaway. We'll do that at the end of the show, or at some point during the show, because hey, it's awesome, and I really want to play that game. Really want to play in it. So Sky, if you run it, I'm probably going to get up super early and get up in your time zone just to play. And at the end of the session, I'll be then getting my goblin up ready for school. So we'll see if we can work something like that out because I want to play.
Figure something.
Yeah, because now
we
you
can try
are
and
not.
get we can try and get Kamali back because she's now in my time zone.
Yes, she is. She's only just moved after all this time. I couldn't believe it.
Just moved to the Netherlands.
Yes. So so that's kind of happened. I think that's all our paperwork essentially. Don't forget, goblincave.tv is our website. We can watch from there. It also has a link to our merch store where we've got amazing stuff like the t-shirts I'm wearing right now, which has our first edition or first season version of the Rusty Daggers cast. This is the Ward version, and Pete was the artist of this, so I love the artwork. I've even made myself a coaster with it. Private coaster, not for sale. But there's stickers and there's backpacks, and my goblin even has a backpack with the design on it, and that's also on the shop's front too. You can get backpacks, stickers, mugs, and t-shirts. So I think that's everything. Does anyone want to do a last time on the show?
Last time on the show. More fire.
No one burnt.
Last time on the show, Karsh plunged a knife into Kip's heart and twisted it ever so slowly.
Oh, that's so true. Oh,
Don't.
so much. There's so much.
Mm.
I just thought about what happened last time, and I was like, "Oh no, yeah, that's right. It's
I don't
There
know,
was
Karsh,
harsh,
water,
awful.
but it was tears.
why don't you let us know
And-
what happened?
And there was alcohol as well.
Yeah.
So,
I'll do it last time.
yep.
Yeah. I won't do a good last time. I'm gonna warn you right now. But I'll do it last time.
This isn't organized. This is really impromptu. Unlike
Don't worry, I got this. Last time on, well, can't say Dragon Ball Z, that's trademarks. We had recently were readjusting to life without Kadan, only to find out Kaylessa is gone too. R.I.P. Kaylessa.
Yeah, so Kip sent away the local tavern keeper, in fearing that the town of Red Lark would be attacked. However, she was attacked on the road and killed.
Tired and haggard, our heroes.
I may be a lizard, but those weren't crocodile tears.
Haggard over the lost, our heroes got a message from a magical slab that told them to head over to the next town near Red Larch, which is Westbridge, and we are currently there to take care of their witch problem. Beaten, sad, and lonely, our heroes are going to burn down the fire witch, and I do mean burn. And if you don't like my summary, there is an episode you can watch on YouTube. I'm bad at summaries. I'm very tired.
We've also just stopped we've also ceased access to the to been looking at all the VODs on Twitter. We have a YouTube, no one's using it, and I'm looking at the analytics, everyone's watching the VODs on Twitter. It's like, well, we've got YouTube, watch them there, please, go. I can look at the analytics there much better and see how each video goes from YouTube, so please have a look at the stuff there. It's got everything we've got there, and there's a delay of about 24 hours for the show. Also, it's September, so if you want to subscribe to the channel, it's half price. And being part of September, if you donate to the channel, you get there's Subway, because Subway and Twitch are a thing now, also add an extra 10% to your donation, which is weird, but it's cool. Well, it's cool for me, at least. So if you want to donate to the channel, we have a system where if you donate $1 or per 100 bits, you're donating a dice to one of the cast members. So with your donation, put in who the cast member is going to be or the character that you want the dice to go to. We currently have a D4 active, and that's currently sitting with Emmy. So Meg has a D4 to use on attack rolls, saving throws, or skill checks. And if you donate to somebody else, that'll increase. If it's $1, it'll donate to. Sorry, if you increase that, we'll try that again. If you donate again to somebody on the channel, then that dice will increase to a D6 if it's $1 donation, and the dice will go to somebody else, and we remove the D4. So there's only one active chat dice operating in the group, and essentially, if you go past the D12, because it does scale up, if you go past D12, I get a D20 and I get to use it, because it's a lot more expensive to be meaner to the people, because we've got to be nicer to everybody. But if you want to donate a couple $100, I'm okay with that too, and we will kill off a cast member and we'll see how we go. No.
Okay.
No, this is
actually, I would like that. See if somebody would actually do. People are powered by Sprite, so pay $100 to kill So Off.
Oh my god! Please don't kill So Off.
I will note that the Children of the Marsh know exactly how much it costs to donate to kill off another party member, and they donate quite often to take dice from each other. So that's a thing.
Not a very good group at times, and we really want to take dice from each other.
Oh, wow.
And they also try to give dice to me, because that's also a thing. It's an interesting, different group.
Can we pay money to kill all the bad guys off? Is that an option? Can we just pay money to kill the enemy?
Pay to win in a D&D game.
Yeah, pay to win.
Get out.
The worst I've seen. The worst I've seen was a tabletop competition of BattleTech, where it was the developers of the new BattleTech game from HBS, the developers there versus the owners of the tabletop IP, Catalyst Labs. All of them had beards, and essentially the loser had to shave their beards off. And there was donation systems happening, but you can see on screen the CEO or whatnot of Catalyst Labs, Catalyst Games Studios, or whatever they are, pulling out the corporate credit card and pulling out a $500 donation to essentially win the game on screen.
The corporate credit card.
The corporate card, and he's on his phone, and you could see him doing it on screen in the background, and suddenly this $500 donation goes to their team, and to who losing. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mid-Armor was saying the funniest they've seen was Acquisition Incorporated game where they were in a battle royale and they could literally give the GM $5 for loot box gear. Something similar, but a lot more expensive. Although I like that idea. But anyway, let's get back into the game. So we find ourselves in a small farm. Well, it's a large and a small farm at the same time. So we find ourselves in the country, in the farmland, and it is actually a large farm with a massive expanse. There's a lot of pastures, there's a lot of animals, a lot of fields, and it's just rolling hills, and just in the distance, overshadowing the farm, there is a barrow on top of a hill. And onto the barrow itself is blackened with ash, and on top of the barrow there was once a tree, and now the burnt tree's limbs look like a hand reaching into the sky. I say that it's also a small farm because the owners of the farm are a family of halflings who have been successful in the last few years, if you've noted, as has been mentioned. The wife of the farm owner was talking to you about the recent events and how they in recent times there's like the mound has been blackened, and her son has found that the front, like the door, has been essentially moved to the side. The big stone slab has been moved aside, and he saw inside that there were motes of flame, and he heard scary sounds, which then essentially ran out. Also of late, brandings have started being seen on their cattle and on their animals, and the branding is something familiar to you, of that it's the brand of the fire cult. He, like, I think that was about all that was said. You also warned that that his father, her father-in-law, was a cantankerous old bastard who is probably not the best to speak to. So that was probably, like, that was expressed in a polite way, but it's kind of the expression that you kind of got from them. You essentially find yourself in this miniaturized farm where the ceilings are about 6 foot tall. So some of you are perfectly fine, others a little bit dipping. So where would you like to go in the farmland? What would you like to do?
So they pointed out, if I remember correctly, there was like a burrow
Yes.
that this witch had taken up residence in.
That's
Is
the
this burrow
belief.
visible? Yeah.
It's visible in the distance, yes. But you won't be able to see much. But there's a hill, because there's just rolling hills, and on one of the hills you can see another dome, like not a full dome, but a barrow on top of that, and that is blackened. And the tree which once sat on top of it is now just burnt to a cinder, and its limbs look like they're like a hand reaching up from the ground.
I think that's where we've got to go.
These guys aren't subtle, are they?
Not very. They're quite obvious, actually. I guess it gives the story Fire Witch a lot of credit, though.
Why here, though? Why would they set up an outpost here, just near a rinky-dink halfling farm?
It's a successful
It makes a
halfling
lot
farm,
of money.
but it does seem strange.
Maybe it's a prime position to attack the town.
There's no town nearby. I mean, the
Is
town...
there a large right nearby?
You're nowhere near
Oh.
Red Lark. Westbridge, you're not really
Or not Red
that
Lark,
close.
Westbridge.
You're not really that close to Westbridge. You've had to do some travelling.
I mean, how far away are they from Westbridge?
About 10 miles, maybe more.
Okay, yeah, so
Like, there's travelling.
think so. I was like, maybe there's something in the ruins or like the burrow? Something magical or maybe a place of power? Seems kind of weird still, though.
Wow.
Should we talk with the her son? I believe is who she said to talk with, the oldest or something.
Watson was the one that discovered the.
Maybe he saw something.
Is it okay if we talk to your son?
Yes, you can try to. He'll be out in the fields with the cattle. He's got an affinity with the animals. You see, he spends most nights actually awake in the fields, protecting them from whatever it is, from the fire. But still, some of them end up branded.
They're just coming along and branding these things, branding the cattle.
I don't really know. It's just every now and then we find more cattle with that brand. I don't even know what it is. None of the local farmers know it, but not many local farmers are here anymore, seeing we've bought out their lands and.
Right. Okay.
And
Well, I
none of your
suppose-
cattle has gone missing or anything.
Well, that's the funny thing. None of them have gone missing. We just have this brand on them. None of the
Maybe it's a sacrifice.
The crops aren't failing. It's just we fear that our crops will get burnt, though.
Hmm.
And I don't know if we can sell this anything from these animals from the market. It's not our brand. It's not they're not our animals if they're branded.
Well, I think we should go take care of the switch problem, and we'll get our
we should
answer
talk-
from her.
I think we should talk to her son first.
Yes. Get some answers maybe, and then we'll see.
Well, she directs you to essentially to the fields, to the pastures. She wouldn't know which pasture he's in, but he'll be in one of the pastures. Because, yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. Well, I guess let's go find him.
So you head out and you're essentially searching. It's not easy to find a halfling in the pastures where the animals are bigger than him, and also the farm it's big. Like as I said before, as you're coming in, you could see other farmsteads which look like they haven't been used or now have been converted to barns, makeshift barns for the animals, as they've bought out surrounding properties and because they've been so successful. So you do end up finding, after about an hour of just wandering the areas, and as I said, if you've got any history in farming or any background in that, they are doing very, very successful for themselves. The crops look close to being harvested, and the animals look happy apart from the fact that some of them have brands on them. This strange brand. I've got to turn that down. There we go. There we go. Now do it better. So you find some. Yep.
Starting it off. Should I?
Breaking up badly.
I was gonna ask if I can roll perception to see if I can find this dude.
You can find him. I mean, it's just going to take time.
Oh?
That's all it is. Yeah, it just takes time to find because there's no one hiding. It's just an expanse. You're just searching one field to the other, and so.
I don't think it'd be hard for me to find him either.
Well, yeah, but it takes time, and
Just gonna take time, but it's just like it's just gonna take time. That's it.
Yeah, that's all it is. No one's hiding. So you do find Watson. He looks like It looks like a rugged lad of about early 20s, something like that. It's hard to tell unless you've spent time around halflings to really see the age and see. But you think early 20s. He looks like a stout lad. Looks like he looks like he'll pretty much grow up on the farm and live on the farm his entire life. So he looks like he's in his element, and he's just caring for some of the animals in the fields. And he greets you as you approach. He says, welcome to the Nettleby Ranch. How can I help you? Are you here for our issue with the Fire Witch? We've been asking for adventurers, and you look like the sort.
Yes, exactly. We were told that you tend to spend your nights out in the fields.
Yes, it's ever since this Fire Witch and the brands. I try to stay with the animals and just make sure that nothing happens to them. But I can't be everywhere at once, and we can't herd all the animals into one field.
We just wanted to ask if you've anything you may have noticed. Or have you seen this Fire Witch? Can you tell us anything about her?
Well, I haven't seen anyone specifically. It's mainly our uncle that talks about the Fire Witch and talks about the history of the area and the stories when he was a child. But I was the one that found the burrows, like the opening. It's a massive slab. I don't know how it would have been, how you could even move it. I don't know how the Uthgar tribe could even. Well, it's the Uthgar. They don't even like magic. They hate it.
The Uthgar tribe.
Yeah, it's an Uthgar barrel. The Uthgar don't like magic. They hate it. And
Do you think you can show?
I didn't hear that.
Do you think you can show us this? Show us the tomb?
Oh,
Can I come in at all?
Yeah, but you're just frozen.
Occasionally you break up.
He says, I can point it out and you can see it from where you are. Again, pretty much from everywhere in the area, you can see this barrow. And he'll easily just point it out. It's up on the hill. It's we don't go near it anymore. It's just, I was the one that found I was searching for a sheep and I thought it may have gone near there, and that's where I found the cave or the barrow entrance open, and I thought maybe the animal walked in, and there was the corridor, the barrow was lit with fire, but the fire wasn't connected to anything, and I just started hearing these things, and I just ran. It felt cold, and I ran, and I just ran out of there, and I told my father and my uncle and my mother, of course, and I don't want to go near it anymore. It's too scary. It feels unnatural. And then, of course, the brand started happening several days after that, and it's.
You've not noticed anything weird with the branded animals?
Well, they're in pain from the brand, but that's normal. That they recover from that, but there doesn't seem to be anything else. We're not missing any. I even found the sheep. I don't think the animals even like going near the area because they feel something uneasy. But the animal seems to be normal. It's just someone or something is.
Have you noticed any activity from the burrow? Any movement? They seem to be more active in the day or at night. Anything like that.
Some nights I've seen flames and fire from that area, but again, I don't want to go near it. It scares me so much. It's an uneasy presence. It's wrong. And it never was like that. It's as if something is awoken. Something is now active. This fire which is tapped into something. Maybe the Ulthgar buried something in the barrow, and this fire witch has reclaimed it and using it. I don't know.
I think there's nothing for it. We gotta check it out. I just wish we had more to go on than just blind charging in like we always do, and it always ends up failing. But hey.
Well, I'm sure that you're not going to fail. I'm sure that you're going to do the best you can, and that you'll be able to help us out. Because if this continues, or if this gets, well, if this escalates even further, because I don't know what's going to happen next. My father's afraid of the crops being burnt.
Here's a life lesson for you, kid. Sometimes your best isn't enough. We'll try, but can't make any promises.
No. So I was just gonna pat Kip until he moves. That's up. No. I'm sorry. He's being a bit of a sourpuss right now. We're gonna take care of it because we're adventurers and we do our best to do good. Fire Witch is as good as handled.
Good.
Promise.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Good. Right, let's do this. Come
Well,
on.
that's good to hear, because if it's been hard to keep Darrow out of there. My younger brother, he wants to be an adventurer, and he's
Tell
gone
him to
close.
stop being so stupid.
He's been gone. Well, he's been wanting to investigate himself if someone else didn't, and it's not been easy to keep him away.
We're here. We have this under control.
Well, I hope that you can deal with it, and I'm sure you're going to be able to deal with it much better than Darrow. Darrow's just...
A lot of control going on. That's what we are.
Well...
Right. Well, what do we want to do? Do we want to charge in there blind? Do you want to do this tonight, today, right away? What?
I think we should camp out in front of it just to see what's going on with it. She likes to come out at night, right?
Ambush
Well,
her.
if the animals are being branded at night, are they being branded every night?
Well, no, they're not every night. It's just every now and then we'll find another animal branded, but we've got so much of a herd now that we've taken over all the failing farms around us. That's it may have been branded that morning, that night, the night before. It's hard to keep track of everything. All I know is that we don't have any that are missing. Our count is the same, but it's hard to keep track of, like, if a brand shows up, some of them are healed. Like, we might not see them straight away. Again, we've got just so many, and all our farmhands have left us. They've been too scared to come back. It's hard enough to manage this place with our small family. And then he chuckles, and then pun not intended.
Right, do we want to camp this place out, scout it, maybe see what movement's going in and out? Might be a good idea. But if we're waiting for days and days and days, then...
I say camp it out for tonight and at least see what's going on. If nothing happens, then we charge in the morning.
Is there any kind of forested area near the burrow? Is it just out in the open?
It is out in the open. There's
Say we got some.
there is like stones. You can see pillars and things around, like field stones have been. Think like a henge style in the area around it, but the whole area is barren. Like, this is farm and pasture, been void of trees for a long time.
Problem is, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere for us to stay low, so we're not going to be able to be discreet about camping out. So, what do we do? Do we still want to try
I think
it?
the cover of night is a good way to
It really
It'll be
isn't.
fine.
I mean,
It's
both-
one witch.
All of us can see very well in darkness. And who knows what else can? And one witch, you don't know how powerful she is. You don't know.
Well,
You don't know if it is
Yeah,
just
but
one. There's so much we don't know. We're doing this on a crapshoot.
So normal.
Mm,
Very normal.
there are like pillars and stuff you said you can hide behind them?
You know,
Yeah, think like a henge as well. Like there's a
Okay.
henge around the barrow, like that type of stuff. So small stone monoliths.
And like I guess near like the pasture area where all the like animals are is there anywhere to hide nearby it where you can
No.
see still?
No, like it's one of the highest hills in the area, and it's on top of that, so you can see this from pretty much all around. But other than that, there's nothing really near it. There's no outbuildings near it. It's as if it's been a part of the area of the farm, but never really gone. Like no one's really gone near it. They've just left it there, and just everything's different in the other areas instead, in the other directions.
Okay.
we can pass with the
You should
race
bring it
in
really
front
badly.
of it if we hear something to hide us in shadow, or we can do a dang it.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I think I heard something about hiding in shadows. Magical
That's
assistance.
all I got. I just heard the word shadow pretty much.
Yeah.
Better.
It's difficult.
A little better.
Big old delay.
Yeah. I know. Totally awesome technical issues. It happens. This is why when I was suggested using a different way of doing the audio visual, and I explained to the person who does like high-end productions, like, yeah, we run people with like from all over the world with different connections, and we're not going through high data outputs, so yeah, not going to happen. But the ideas were thankful. Like the ideas were quite interesting, but with the various different internet connections, is not going to happen. But either way. So what's the plan? Are you trying to camp out, or are you going to try to just... So pass without trace might help with Hidden Shadows. Could be a bit
That only
further
lasts for an hour though.
to see if Kuno... Yeah. So pass without trace does only last for an hour. Druid could probably hide a campsite, but there's not really much to hide a campsite with.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're gonna have a campsite, but more like we're gonna camp somewhere probably with. I'm guessing if the family wants us to, we could probably camp it near their houses, and then just stay somewhere in the night to like keep an eye out.
Is the burrow visible from the house?
The barrow is visible from the house, yes.
Yeah, as you say, we can camp near the house.
Just hide behind the houses. They're not gonna be able to see through walls, so. And just use the pass without trace to blend in better with the shadow. And if Kano's out there, he's
say
perfectly
save it.
fine.
It's not gonna last all night. I'd say save it.
Yeah, definitely not gonna last all night. But if anything seems like it's, I don't know, like if you say Kano sees something, I'll drop it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? Are you going to try to camp out at night? Are you going to try to just head in? What's going on?
I think we're gonna camp out near the house.
Yep.
And just take it in turns to cover watch on this mound to check if any movement, see what's going on. Just try and scout it out as best we can before we just dive straight in.
Okay, cool. So you spend the night camping. You get a nice hearty meal, which is cooked for you. Far better than actually what was cooked. Oh, it's far better than what you're used to even in the tavern, because the tavern's food was never been that great, and especially when it got essentially turned into poultry for a long time. It's good to have a nice home cooked and very hearty meal, and there's so much there that you can eat to your heart's content. If that is what you want to do, as you're a guest here, and the Nettlebees are very much appreciating. At least the wife is very much appreciative. So you get to meet most of the family. So Jane is the wife. Bertram is her husband, and any interactions with him essentially start and end with him asking what you're doing, why you're not doing it, and do your job. And he's not really a polite person. And his father is even worse. The father, Wigan, is the one that essentially keeps out of, he just keeps to himself, and he's essentially kept away from you by Jane more than anything because of how he reacts to you. Of the children, though, Watson pretty much gets his food and goes back to the fields and explains that he's camping out as well. Darrow looks to be a little bit younger than Watson, and Darrow is very inquisitive. He asks you about adventures, and he asks to camp with you. Yes? No?
Absolutely not.
Oh, he says, I've got a bow. I've got a
I
bow,
don't care.
and I've got armor, and it's in my room. It's really just a blacksmith's apron, but it'll protect me.
This is a little too much for a newbie at this.
Yeah. And you see Alyssa, the daughter, just a little bit younger than Darrow and Watson, or maybe in the same age of Darrow. Essentially, her duties is running around chasing the youngest, which is the one that was peering into the windows before. Can't really tell the youngest one's age, but you pick up that his name is Ignatius, because he's essentially either someone's been told to pick him up or go catch him, or his name being used so often that it's as in stop, don't put that in your mouth, stop, don't put that in your mouth, put it down, and etc. But he's certainly the youngest.
Cutie.
Yes. Otherwise you have a hearty meal, and you can camp outside the main homestead and keep an eye. What is the watch order going to be like? Are we doing one person, doubles?
I'll go in the middle of the night because I don't need. Actually, yeah, no, I'll go in the middle of the night.
I could take first watch.
I'll go last.
So, can I get a perception on the first watch?
Sure.
To the person doing first watch?
Perception.
I really hope Peach isn't asleep and she's still here.
Rip. I tried.
Okay, so you don't see or hear anything during your first watch. In the second watch,
Does Kano need to sleep? I don't know
Let me
if
check.
I don't think familiars need to sleep, do they?
Let me check.
Kana can assist his master. I would use it instead of having an extra.
Oops. Oh,
Okay, so Arona doesn't see or hear anything on her watch.
I think Wi-Fi is just completely gone, so she's just typing in the
Yep.
Roll20 chat.
Yep.
Oh dear.
I would say sounds coming through though. The technical issues of doing this from around the world. And surprisingly, it's not the NBN that's actually causing the issues this time. I know.
Fixing. She says she's fixing it.
Okay. So, third watch?
Right, and I'm going to use Kano. Does that give me anything?
So
Leave
if you want,
advantage.
yeah, I'd say advantage because he can fly out as well, and you can look through his eyes, and you're essentially looking through his eyes to do the scouting and helping each other.
That'd be a nice 22.
You don't hear anything or see anything on your watch.
Okay. At the end of my watch, I'll recast Mage Armor.
Okay, which is your 8 hour.
Yep,
Yeah.
lasts for 8 hours.
No problem. And the final one for Maver. Like everyone has dark vision, everyone can see things, etc. You again don't hear or see anything on your watch. It feels
Okay.
strange to be camping outside of a farmstead though, like when there's buildings that'll be nice and comfortable to sleep in. Although the bed's
for a
probably a
druid.
lot shorter than yourselves, at least some of you. So the night is uneventful. You don't see or hear anything. Nothing appears to have happened. What is the plan in the morning? Breakfast you can smell or is already being prepared.
Right, do we just go for it then?
I guess just wants to also double check as like if nothing did happen, or maybe they just snuck out somewhere else, but just double check all the cattle and just make sure nothing's been marked.
Can we check for footprints around the burrow? Any kind of tracks? Any kind of evidence of movement? That's not just animals.
Let's go to the burrow map then, shall we?
Oh boy.
It's always best when there's a map, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I do understand, Peach, this is going to take a while for you to load if you're having internet issues. Oops, wrong button. Ta-da! I'm just moving a little bit off. There we go. So I can clip the screen better. There we go. Oh, we got two pictures now. That's going to make things difficult.
This is interesting.
Yeah, that's going to make things difficult with the overlays. We can't do anything with that because we don't have a 6-person setup. But one will drop soon. So I apologise, but one will drop soon. Okay, technical issues. Awesome, we're good. So you find yourselves essentially on the top of a hill, probably the largest hill in the area. The grass is not green like it is on the map. Sorry, I couldn't do that. But the grass is charred and blackened. The bushes, again, are not green, but charred and blackened. The soot, like everything crumbles underfoot. But there's certainly an old ancient pathway that goes to the front of the barrow itself, and that's not charred and blackened. It does not look like it's been used for a long time. But again, if you'd like to do a survival to find tracks for us,
Yeah. Can I help Maeva to give her advantage?
You can help Maeva to give Maeva advantage. I will say this though, it feels uneasy being in this area.
Okay.
Like, the
Kind
closer
of
you
like
came
at
up
the
here,
ready.
for those that have been in mountains before, and I know 2 of you have, for those who have been in mountains before, like the higher you go up, the colder it goes up. This is the same. So the closer you've come to this, the closer you've come to the peak of this hill, the colder it has gotten, be it not at the altitude that should affect you. Like, you're not at an altitude where that should have been a thing.
While they look around for tracks, I'm gonna kind of like be more on guard.
Did you?
Yep.
Did you? 21, 21.
2 13s. You don't seem to find any. Well, you don't seem to find any tracks in the surrounding area, and it seems clear that the animals are not anywhere, like, have not come close to it, and you don't feel with this uneasiness that even yourself are feeling that they would even want to come near.
Yeah. Strange magic must be going on around here.
Mhm.
Feels like very cold. Like we're on the mountains already.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be here. I'd keep
Definitely
our guard up.
Right.
I don't remember any cold with the fire cult though. Hmm.
I remember exactly the opposite.
Yeah. This is maybe it's the area itself.
There's a cold unease. Yeah.
So what these hinges, they lead towards like a doorway in the
They
hill.
lead to a doorway. The front here is the doorway, and the flagstone that was once covering the doorway seems to be moved to the side a little bit, so there's a gap.
Okay.
Shall we head inside?
Seems like our best bet.
Slowly.
Any objections? No? Okay.
I don't know.
Yep. I'll move your character's page, and I'm assuming I'm going to be doing the rolls just in case.
I should be good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you sound much better.
Sounding clear.
The world.
Had a doggle with a dongle and dingle with a dingle.
Sure, yeah.
That sounds totally wrong, but technically speaking, you're actually correct. So yes, this now actually means we go to another map, because I didn't know if you were going to be camping on that map or not. So let's cover that and move this and. So you don't have access, you don't have characters on this one yet, so give me a moment. Copy and paste. And these are going to be out of scale, I'm sure. Just need to check my scale of the map.
Well, depends on what we're supposed to be on scale with, because there are
Yeah, it should be
two
5s.
different squares going on. Well,
There we go. So the outside of the barrel, you go to the entrance and there's the massive stone slab, and as you can see, it's like being pushed aside somehow. Yeah, let's change that scale quickly, because that's totally off.
Bit funky.
Yeah, it's on 10 feet instead
Just-
of 5.
Just a little.
That should be about right. No, that's not right. That's right. So that should be about 10 foot. Is that right? No, it's really not.
Well, I don't. Wherever the scale is on this map, I can't. It's blacked out for us. So
Is it? Oh,
I can.
I can see a checkerboard, but I feel like that's the background.
Yeah.
there? Like down there, is that right? You should have sight. More technical difficulties, yay!
Well, I can see the
So
area that
We can see. It's just like
wherever
everything's.
wherever the scale number is. So if we draw a line, so that's So
Yeah.
we are 10 feet. So we need to be. We take up 4 squares. We need. Yeah, that's
There we
correct.
go. So you need to go smaller.
That's 5 feet, 10 feet, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back to
I was like, I think our tokens were just extremely large on here.
Yes, because we went from a bigger scale to a smaller scale map. Yes. Conflict. Yeah, weird. Yeah, so you should be able to see the outside area, and the slab blocking you. Is that right?
Yes, I see slab.
Cool. The rest of the map is pretty much block.
Right,
Yes.
I'm going to send Kano in to scout ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And at the first sign of danger, I'm gonna snap him away.
Okay.
In fact, just from where he is right now, I can already see quite a bit.
Yep. So, I'll describe where you are because there's more to the descriptions, like there's actual full descriptions. So just leave Kanu, and we'll do the descriptions. Because we actually skipped a couple of them. Where am I? There. So, the Barrow Mound capsule. We've pretty much gone through that. So tall monoliths line an earthen corridor that connects the barrow's entrance to the burial chamber far within. Motes of flame light the corridor of the chamber light the corridor and the chamber beyond. The air is cold, heavy with the scent of ash, and the motes of fire are not on lanterns or torches, but actually are lining the walls as they go down. So there's little motes of flame along the chamber.
They're just suspended. They're not connected to any braziers or anything like that.
Totally suspended in air. And they're not giving off heat. It's almost as if they're giving off cold.
Oh, good.
And yes, Kanu can see further along. Kanu can see at the end of can see that the chamber itself, so the entrance swerves and moves around and then opens up into a larger area where you can see what looks to be a sarcophagus sitting in the center of a larger area. Can't really identify what's on the sarcophagus, but they can also see further behind at the back of the room another what looks to be an altar maybe.
Well, I as Connor's looking there, I'm sort of blind and looking through everyone else. Well, there's definitely some crypts. If there's an uneasy feeling, I reckon we might be dealing with undead again.
Fun. Undead.
Yep.
Well, I guess that makes sense. You said the Uthgarth were here, so I guess maybe this is like a burial chamber for them.
I'm gonna start gradually moving Connor forward.
You can see through Kanu's eyes, but what can you feel through his body?
No. I can see and I can hear, and that's it.
Okay. So you can see, you can hear, but can Kanu then talk to you, or can Kanu...
I think he can send, like, emotions or...
Fear.
Okay. At which point I will bamf him out.
Yeah. So the further you go in, the more fearful he gets, and as you keep on going, like he's going further and further. It's just, yeah. And so you bump him out, and you're back to the entrance.
Right. There's definitely something weird going on. If I had to guess, I reckon there's some enchanting magic here that makes people afraid to enter. That's just my guess. This uneasy feeling, I think, is enchantment magic.
It would make sense. Maybe they don't want you to stay out, so they keep you away by making you feel afraid.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. Because Kano, he's a summon. He's a fey creature. And it was still affecting him. So.
Should we go inside and check it out then?
Alright. Brace yourselves, because this might be difficult.
That said, you think that maybe difficult is actually accurate. Getting through just the front area will require a little bit of squeezing for those that are not small.
I'm tiny, so I'm...
Essentially, Mava and
Yes.
Arona having to try and squeeze through.
Yeah. And
Arona, yeah.
Lucky Ward's not here because he would have had a big issue with getting into here.
Oof. Is there any way to like crack it open further?
Do an investigation roll, please.
Sounds good. Let's attempt that. I'm totally good at investigation, right?
Yeah.
Hot.
Despite the fact that... Oh, no.
Wow,
I'm not
that's a
even paying
4.
I'm not even paying attention to the door. I'm just looking down the corridor.
So you have no idea how anyone could move such a massive slab of stone. And when I say that, it is currently out of position right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pass. I was only going to say 12, like a 10, but yeah, that's a pass, and you have no idea how anyone could, like, even Robold couldn't have done this.
That's bodes well. We can't really move that. Makes me wonder what
Sweet.
did. Yeah, I guess so and Mava, Arona and Mava actually are gonna try and squeeze through.
Yes, please. Can I get
We're gonna do
a dex, or well, essentially a dex save, or an escape artist if you have it.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics, sorry, yes. I'm used to. I'm now relearning Pathfinder, which has escape artists, and
It's okay.
and fort saves and.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's okay. My brother turned around last night and we're playing 5th edition. He's like, okay, make a sense motive check.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that happens. Arona seems to be not stuck, but you don't think you're going to get through with just that one attempt. You may need some assistance.
I'm
just gonna start pulling on her limbs.
I'm
No,
gonna.
you know what hurts? You're pulling more skin than you are. It's like that thing where you're confident at first that you're gonna get through, and then
Mava's like
too many cheesy buns.
just taps her on the back for reassurance, like you got this. Don't worry about that.
Far too much so,
Too
Brent.
many cheesy bums.
I'm just
Too
gonna
many
cast
cheesy buns in the bum.
cast guidance on Arona.
Yes.
I'm gonna do another dex check with guidance. Okay, there we go. So
Oh wow!
Roll a d4.
Add a d4.
I'm doing it.
Oh,
Okay, that's
That's
11.
needed. You needed the D4.
11.
That's it. Good. You get
11.
through. It's not
It was just
hard.
gonna.
It's just
It was just slightly giggling in the back, just like.
yeah. You haven't
Okay,
gone
I
through
get
yet,
it. I'll
Maeva.
leave it lay off the cheesy buns.
I mean, you look very fit. It's just kind of funny.
Yes, but Maeva hasn't gone through, so come on.
Let's
Mr.
get you guidance on herself and then also roll.
Oh.
Don't mind me.
It would have been so much funny if you got stuck on the other side.
I mean, then again, this is stone we're talking about. I'm used to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe his whole body just decompresses, goes in, and then slinks in, and then
It's
she
like-
grows bones again.
It's like when the cat like squeezes through underneath the door. Like
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
I'm here.
Have you seen those really fluffy cats like go through, like the kid gate things? And they just
Oh, yeah.
they just go through the bars and it's like you think they're this big, but they're like this.
Actually, I saw a deer getting stuck on a like pull fence type of gate, like a young deer, and so they had like a woman pull on, like big strong woman pull on the gate, like on the bars to actually bend them to allow it to get through.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I know exactly what video you're talking about.
then it need to run away and then just go straight through another set of bars.
I didn't see the end. Didn't see that part. I only see the
There
start
was
of
something
memes.
like that. There was something like that.
Anyway, so we're back off the table. Let's go back into the game. I'm bad at that now.
Arona is pouty.
So you can see what you
There,
can
there.
Arona is
see.
pouty as all hell.
It's certainly colder inside. And you can see, some of you can see essentially that it goes further down and expands out.
It's a good thing right now. Rona has a very nice coat over her.
Yeah. And there's
Arona's gonna give back the coat to Mayra because it's long overdue. She
Like-
has a jacket.
So that's why
Like,
you got
you're
stuck.
wearing a jacket with my coat. Why?
That's why
Don't
you got
offer
stuck.
things if you want them back.
I'll make sure to remember that I don't loan you things.
Ever. So yeah, you can see what you can see. Long corridor. And yeah,
Ooh, creepy.
I'm gonna start slowly making my way up.
so I know it looks like there's boulders on the side. That just shows the fact that that's the stone slabs lining the corridor, and above you are more stone slabs. So it's
And
like
I'm going,
straight up and they're placed above.
and I'm gonna keep an eye out for like stone slabs on the ground that could be depressed, pressure plates, tripwires, any tracks, basically.
Ah, can I have a check, please? Then
Is that perception?
I think it's investigation. If you're actively investigate, is it? It could be one or the other. It's-
21.
Okay,
If it's investigation, it's 21. If it's perception, it's 24.
yeah. I really never know the difference between the two when doing things like that. So it's always
I think
weird.
perception.
Personally,
Perception
I
is-
define it as like perception is looking from a distance, while investigation is like actually getting up in stuff. But
Another
Yeah.
actually good thing to know is the observant trait actually does give a passive investigation, because they actually do apparently have a passive investigation, but apparently I don't know what that is. It's just, I guess if you pass by it and you have a good score, you just kind of see things.
Yeah.
well, that's like passive perception.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is-
So
yeah.
it works exactly like passive perception. Yes, exactly that.
Yeah.
So with your passive investigation on the door, it would have been a very, very large creature, or magical means to open the door. And that's just opening the door. You have no idea how they made this. Because they've this is inside, this was made and then the barrow was put on top of, but moving all these stones in place would have taken immense strength and immense sweat and effort. So yeah, you're heading down.
Yep.
Before we head further in, do we want
Slowly
me to do Pass Without Trace? Or do we just want to see what's in?
That's your call. If you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you.
Is the chamber well lit?
The chamber is immensely well lit, as there's motes of flame floating in the air along the corridor.
Then I guess not, because if there's flame everywhere,
Yeah.
not really gonna
Yeah, I
matter.
think we just look like a giant moving shadow, which might be more obvious.
Probably.
The other thing is can I have a more of a knowledge local or knowledge history, knowledge culture? Probably the druid in this case. Probably Maver.
Okay.
Because Maver's probably got the most knowledge in this specific area.
So which one? History, nature, or something?
History or not nature, but history or like a cultural thing. But probably history goes into that.
Okay. Not very good at history, but we'll try it.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay. You, from what you remember of the Uthgar, and what you've also just been told, is that magic. They don't usually do magic very well, as in they are very against magic.
Mhm.
And there's magical flames lining this corridor.
Flames.
Yes. The motes of flame lining the corridor.
Kind of like gears turning in head. It's like, Uthgar don't like magic. This definitely smells of fire cult. Flames. Magical at that. I would definitely be on our guard. Who knows what could be waiting for us.
We're still
Well,
staying.
let's proceed cautiously then.
I just love the fact that no one's moving forward. No one's.
I will.
I'm looking at a spell currently.
Everyone's just standing at that entrance and not moving forward.
I'm gonna, because it's not too much.
Anyone going to stay with me?
Yeah.
And I'm going to bump Connor back, but just going to have him on my shoulder.
Which one of us is like the squishiest?
Probably Arona.
I'm a squishiest by default, yep.
And you usually are like more melee.
But I'm the hardest to hit. Just by evasion standards.
True. In that case, I think Meg's the next squishiest.
HP is 44.
Oh. Wow.
AC?
AC, 15.
Yeah, AC is not
Next
great in this party.
squishiest.
My AC is great. My AC is 17, and with Bladesong 19.
Yep.
AC is not great, but my aesthetic, flawless.
Yes.
So
yes, all times.
just a reminder for those that have joined in as well. If you do exclamation mark water, you'll enter yourself into the giveaway of a Descent into Avernus, which we'll be drawing later in the show today. So just those that I've noticed that there's more people coming to chat, so just as a heads up. And we are in a fire cult, a barrow, which is scary. And you're expecting a fire witch or something, or unknown presence. So the temper drops further, and with the crackling, the temperature drops further the closer you go to the main chamber.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Going.
Ooh, I don't like this at all.
Just
Can I-
discreetly to one of the flames. I'm gonna try to use thaumaturgy to like dim it at all, see if that helps. Just to one flame.
Yep, you can try.
I will try.
Yep.
Does it do anything?
You attempt to. Can I get an Arcana check, please?
Oh, I'm bad
Um,
at that.
You can use, because you're a charisma-based caster, you can use your charisma as your bonus instead of your intelligence.
Need a burrito. Hold on,
How much does that
I
add
think
to
it
it?
just
on my.
plus your charisma.
Hold on, I gotta check some stuff. It's a plus. I have a +4 charisma, so instead of a 12, instead of a 11,
15?
that would be 15. Yes.
Um,
Sorry, everything I have charisma based is like
Yeah.
expertise.
as you try to do it, you're trying to affect the flames, but because they're magical flames, you can only affect, I believe, non-magical flames, if that. I
Well,
believe.
shooty shoot McBoo. You're probably right.
And then-
Just after failing, I'm going to continue.
Yep. So let's see. So the temperature drops further, and with the the temperature drops further, and you can see in this more open chamber that there seems to be ice and frost on the ground and on the walls of stone and on the ceiling. The flames on the wall are still there, but and I'm just trying to find this. I'm trying to cover this so I can bring this out properly, so I can read this properly. Then of course I miss it. And entrance, yeah. Okay, so in the center of the chamber is a stone bear, upon which a broken, blackened skeleton, its skull and limbs scattered about the chamber's floor. The air of the sepulchre is deathly cold with scented ash. You see in the three alcoves, which contain what looks like 3 altars. And each altar seems to have depictions of a beast on it. To the west, to the left-hand side, depicts what looks to be a red tiger painted around the altar and sculpted into it. To the north, there seems to be an elk decorations around the totem, around the altar, and to the east, what looks to be a bear, and you can see what looks to be the remnants of balloon paint with the bear as well. And on the northern one, on the topmost one, the elk one, there seems to be an antler horn, like almost an antler crown, rests on top of it.
Well then.
I wonder if this is where we would have introduced Broadway's character.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm getting some totem barbarian vibes.
But no, this was going to be where we've introduced Broadway, but Broadway, yes, anyway. Is what it is. So that's kind of, it's very cold here. And that's kind of the layout.
Tiger, elk, bear.
I love the measurements for spells.
Can I just make a perception? Can I make a perception check to see if these altars have got anything on them? If this coffin has been moved? Is it open? Anything like that?
So it's less a coffin, but like instead of having a coffin where you inside the coffin, in this culture, it looks like, quite obviously, it looks like the person's laid on top of. So the bones would have looked to be placed on top of, but they look like there's ash now on there, fresh ash, because you can smell it. And the body, like the bones and whatnot, have been scattered. So it's more of a solid slab than like a empty stone slab, if that makes sense. So that's without even doing a thing. I can just give you that information.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta make myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I can see. I can see it. I can absolutely see it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be on our break soon.
Figure out the puzzle without me.
No problem. Amy, Nia, Peach.
I had to reload the map because for some reason it like glitched out and stopped showing the map for me. So
More technicals.
I'm gonna go check out the bear.
Okay.
Which one is the bear?
the right.
That one.
Right, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go check that out.
So it goes tiger for the left, elk above, and then to the right is the bear.
Yeah. So, with the bear, can I get a perception, please? Or sorry, no, investigation. This is totally an investigation because you're looking at investigating something specific.
No, it's completely all right. I'm bad at both. Ignore the second one. God damn it.
Yes, I'm ignoring the 15. Okay. So investigating what looks to be like you get the impression that it's got something to do with like it's bear related. There is like you can faintly see red paint on the like some of the decorations, as if like it's almost as if like the stone and the crafting was once highly decorated and highly painted, and now all you can see is just a couple of flakes left of blue paint.
Would you say it's very nice?
Stop fishing for inspiration. You've already got it.
I love you, Abby.
No, I'm just IRL about as well. So.
Okay.
That's gonna be anti-inspiration.
I like how Meg's like, I'm gonna go to the tiger. Okay, well, I guess we'll leave the druid to go get the elk, I guess, guys.
I just went to the tiger because it's closer.
See if I give you guidance. I'll go guide myself.
Meg, you know that like this
I
room
went to
is
the
a
bear
mess.
because it reminded me of their name.
This place is a mess.
The place is a mess. There's the person that once sat in the middle. His bones are scattered around the place. Like has been smashed, like as if his body's been smashed and just like thrown asunder.
Can I look over this tiger thing?
Yes. An investigation,
See if I
please.
Find anything interesting.
Better.
Not bad.
So when you look around, you can see that again the bottom of the slab looks to be highly decorated and carved. Not like elven carvage, but it's very different. Like very rudimentary carvings of that. Not as refined as you'd see in like a city, but not even the scrimshaw, more appropriately for Meg, would be like this detail. But you can see that once again it was painted. And in this case, there's more parts of red that are left on the tiger. But other than that, you don't really like. There's a significance here, but you don't really understand what the cultural significance may have been.
So it doesn't look like it's just one big solid slab.
It certainly looks like it for you. Yes.
For me? Okay.
Well, if you roll to find a trap, I'm going to say you don't believe there's any traps there. If you roll to, and if there's no traps there, great. If there is a trap there, well, you rolled poorly. I'm still going to say the same thing.
No. It doesn't make me feel better.
So that's my GM style.
I'm gonna go to the center.
Yep.
Gonna investigate the
We'll
elk one.
We'll do Maver because Maver was going to there, and then we'll go to So. And then
Take turns.
yes, exactly that. So Maver, would you like to do an investigation? Add your annoying feat to that.
Yep. Which that would be. I don't know how to add that, but I mean, all I know is it gives me a +5. So
Yeah.
this roll +5, and then I can roll my D4 for guidance because
Yep.
it's 15.
So
I don't
15
like
plus 1.
16.
16. This
16
one
still
doesn't
better.
seem to have any paint left on it, unlike the others. But again, it has like a scene of an elk and forest, and there's on top of it though is placed what looks to be an antler horn, antler horn. It looks like a crown more than anything. Made from antler horn, so the big antler horns, and it's fashioned around as a large crown, and looks quite impressive and very, very, very old.
What did I miss?
Can you actually like pick it up and take it, or is it just like embedded or something?
So we'll fill. So Sky, what you missed
Oh, yeah.
is that Maver investigated what looks to be. So this slab over here, which has something about a bear, maybe there's remnants of blue, so blue bear. You've got this one over here on the left, which has something about a red tiger, but nothing on it, and most of the paint is faded from the designs and then essentially like the carvings from the slab. And Maver's also investigated. So's investigated the first one. Maver's investigated the last one, which this one has more of an elk, and has like an antler crown resting above it. And then So's going to go to the middle, and that's where we're going to have our break, because
Oh, okay.
I think it may be time for a break just in case. Yeah.
I need to get caffeine.
Yeah. So I knew you needed caffeine, and I was like, we were about to go on break, but I could see it. Yeah. So we're going to be on a break. I'll just close this map right there. So for those watching, if you type exclamation water, you can enter yourself into the draw. We'll be doing a draw for the Baldur's Gate Arvanus, Descent into Arvanus, and it's an amazing campaign from what I've heard, from what I've seen. We're not giving away that one. That's the special edition.
This is the limited.
We don't have one of those, sorry.
Marco's just like, I want to show this off every time, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
show it off more.
Yeah. Marco's showing off the fact that he's got limited edition pretty much everything. And it's like, yeah.
I don't
I
blame him.
only have this and the 3 main books.
Yeah.
But
those-
I usually get digital, but if I can get the limited edition books, I'll get the physical.
Yeah. So yeah, we're giving away the normal one. So exclamation point water, lowercase, and you'll enter yourself in. We'll do the draw later in the show. Yeah, it comes with awesome stuff. I don't know if the normal book comes with that
Dope
awesome
map.
map, but it is
Comes with
awesome.
this dope ass map of hell.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's the River Styx. And the rest is just it's a map with no clear direction. It's the whole point of the book is like it could take you half an hour to get there, it could take you 3 weeks. You don't know. Time and space doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there's War Machine, so it's awesome.
Right.
And there's the Flaming Fist, so it's even more fun. No.
That too.
So yeah, we'll be back shortly. We're just going to have a quick break, and because I know it's about to happen. And if you haven't noticed, I've actually been using Syrinscape with the heartbeat.
Yeah,
In the
I
background.
know.
I've noticed.
Oh, I've noticed.
And not just that, but as soon as I started, the players just stopped being as adventurous as they normally would, which is why I commented I just love the fact that no one's actually going further in, because
It's
that heartbeat
creepy.
was just, it's really good. This is what Syrinscape can do for your campaigns, either live or online. It's really, really good. And yes, I'm not going to be turning it off. We'll be putting that back on once we come back from our break, because it's there for a reason. It's certainly there for a reason.
I may be playing a druid who doesn't give two shits, but I may be also a scaredy cat myself in real life.
So we will be back shortly. Have fun. Don't forget, exclamation mark water for the entering the draw. I apologise for all the technical difficulties. Some things are just out of our control, and internet is generally one of those things. Even though we run off the internet, it's almost always out of control.
And I apologise for my chronic lethargy
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But I have an excuse that I was woken at 4 a.m. by a howling dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
painful.
fun.
And it's UK time, and it's very late for you already. So you've been up for a long time. So hopefully you like the new overlays. This is the new design we're going to be going to shortly. This is just our mock-up, and we will be back shortly. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's half price because it's September. Back soon.
But
Hi, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you everyone for waiting around and being patient with us. And I'm trying to rush through this because all of the cast members are showing off their Pokemon collections and their game collections and everything, and they're still going through it. And thankfully, at least Peach can't. Thankfully, Peach, no, you're not on screen yet. I'm not. No, can't even hear you, Sky. Can't even hear you. Isn't that great? No. Okay, let's switch across to the. Please, oh God, let's switch across to everybody. I'm not kidding. That was, yeah. Amy was just putting back her card collections, it seems, after showing the extensive game collections, and there was the cartridges, and
I'm obsessed with Pokemon, okay? Yes, Shinx.
And guys, highlighting the fact that yes, right there, yes. At least Peach, you can't show it.
Pokemon somewhere.
No, there's no way of knowing if you switched the cameras back to us or not, so that might have all just been in vain.
No, the cameras are back. Everything's back. They can hear you.
Okay.
So no swearing again. So also,
Wait, no swearing? I thought we were, like
Shit, I
rated
didn't know
18.
that.
we are rated. The channel is now for mature audiences, mainly because of the Pathfinder game, where they have mature themes. If you missed the Pathfinder game this week and you're interested in mature themes, go check it out. The party walked into an orgy. And then,
Oh my god.
Yep. I heard about that yesterday.
They then
I missed out.
They then blew it up.
That's
In
my show.
the fire version. So that's that show.
they did-
It's very different.
They didn't blow it up. They didn't blow it up. Okay.
No. Which reminds me, in all the shows, we run the X card. So if anyone feels uncomfortable about something or a theme or etc., they can just say X card and we move on. So
I missed an
Yes,
opportunity to be in the Goblin show, and now I feel like I missed the opportunity to be in the most offensive show.
oh yes,
Yeah,
they are
well,
offensive.
And
They-
the X card is pretty good, but what about the Pokemon card?
I see what you did right there, and there goes your
Wait.
inspiration.
Oh.
Oh, taking it away.
No, I'm kidding. Oh, there you have it
How
back.
dare.
I want to buy a life-size burrow plush.
I want my inspiration though. I want my D20.
Where's this?
It's a
Um,
DM. You can just do whatever you want.
Yes, but there's
Like
rules to
kill,
things.
like kill our innkeeper.
Ow.
There's reasons actually, and you can be even more pissed off when you find the reasons.
All right.
Yeah.
I never
yeah.
doubt that, actually.
Mhm.
Is
Well,
this,
more for the established players, like that have been around since the start. They might understand how bad things may have been all the time, because I think Maeve came in after the tavern was shut down, essentially. Yeah. I think
I was there for like a week waiting on them to get back. I did
Yeah.
get to know them a little. It was
Yeah.
just not very long.
but that was
And they
also
stayed away
when
from me for the most part.
That was also when the tavern was shut down, so they didn't know what was happening, so there was staff around. But yeah, anyway, let's get back to the game. So, whoops, wrong screen. There we go. Off that one. So, Peach, you
I'm looking for
approach
something.
after searching through the blue bear altar, and couldn't without finding anything. You approach the central stone slab. As you approach, as I've explained, there looks to be ash and burnt remains, and the skull is still remaining of the skeleton, or most of the skeleton is scattered around the remains are scattered around the chamber itself. You also, as you approach, you notice that the central slab has been cracked and broken. Although it looks like it's not a sarcophagus with something inside, but again, a solid slab of stone, of well crafted stone. And let's get back to our heartbeat monitor. There we go. I think we're up to 3.
Oh, there's levels, is there?
Yes. Yes, the heartbeat monitor has got levels. So this is the deserted house, where you go into the deserted house and it just increases. So I've got one which just increases a 1 to 6 level. So the further you've come in here, the more time you've come in here, I'm just ticking up the levels every now and then.
Fun.
Oh, great.
Of course, why not?
Because scaries, yes. So as you approach the altar,
What should just be a flump?
Plums are cute.
So as you approach the altar, and you're noticing these little bits and pieces, like that the skull is still remaining, and that the skull is still remaining, and that the rest of the body has pretty much been scattered, and that the altar itself, it's less an altar, but like a burial slab, has been also cracked. You get the chill, just the whole room crackles with a frost, and the lights start turning off.
Ooh, lovely.
Would have been much better if you're human characters, but hey, there's still at least some effect. The room gets deathly black, and it takes a little bit of time for your dark vision to adjust. It's not an automatic, instant thing, and it goes black. And then as your eyes adjust, maybe you feel something brush over your shoulder. As your eyes are still adjusting, Kip.
At this point, I've already taken out my scimitars.
Yeah. Kip, you can feel movement in the chamber. Meg, you're hearing things move around you. So being in the middle, Arona being in the middle, I've got to stop that because that's going to be really annoying. Arona, you can feel just this breeze around you, and it is deathly cold. It is deathly cold, and you can hear this explosion of cold energy erupt as your eyes, as So's eyes and everyone's eyes adjust at the same time, where these bones are flying around the chamber and coalescing above the central stone slab into a, I wouldn't say giant, but, well, for those original cast members, also original characters, about the size of Ward size, humanoid creature, Goliath size creature, skeleton.
My boy.
More than anything. So the jaw comes up into its skull, the arms start piecing together, all broken, but the bones just start slotting together and fitting, then readjusting, and is hovering above the actual stone slab, right in front of. So the last part, yes?
Did you draft our boy Ward into the skeleton wall?
No, this is not Ward. This is not Ward.
Okay.
I was just trying to say this is that size, a Goliath's size.
Right, okay. Because the ice cold, the witch hag, I was getting vibes.
The last thing to attach itself to this form is the antler crown on top of the head as it attaches itself. Blue, piercing blue, almost icicle-like eyes shine from its eyes.
I think this thing has a bone to pick with us.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And the eyes, this burning cold almost, burning blue flame casts its eyes upon Arona. The creature's voice, deep and resonant and oddly accented. I return from Warrior's Rest among the spirits to find my tomb burned, my bones desecrated. I know the desecrators are not among you, but what are you doing here?
We
Trying to solve what's going on here? Who desecrated the barrows?
we seek the desecrators. We thought we might find clues in here.
Its eyes look
We-
at Kip, at piercing, and you feel the presence as it looks upon you. You feel colder.
The people who did this, we know who they are. They are worshippers of fire, of elemental fire. I don't know why would you be do you know why you would be targeted by someone like that?
I have laid here for a millennia. I don't know of any fire things. I was resting among the warriors, among the greatest of my tribes. And now I have to return here to deal with whatever has desecrated this tomb. My body should be resting for eternity.
If we had Kadan here, he could solve this. This was his whole shtick.
Are you part of the Uthgard tribes?
His head turns before his body does, and you feel his eyes upon you, Maeva, and again, as he looks upon you, you feel colder than what you were before, as if his eyes themselves are emanating that cold fire. And as his head swings towards you, his eyes hit you first, then the skull, and then the shoulders and legs move around, as if not attached at all, but you can see that they are.
It's a weird contortionist.
It's disturbing. Sorry, what was the question?
Are you part of the Uthgard tribes?
I was once a king among the tribes, a uniter of the tribes, which is why I was able to be given such a honourable burial. And his arms spread out further than the bones allow, so the bones actually separate further.
You were a king of the Uthgard, so then you would have something of value to this fire cult. I'm assuming.
He looks around the burial chamber and saying, my offerings, they are no longer here.
What were your offerings?
And he points to the altars around, the 3 separate altars.
They stole what was offered to you?
It would appear so. Who are these fire people?
Yeah,
A radical
They're a
group of cults.
a cult who worship some. I don't know if they worship fire or some elemental or something like that.
They worship, it seems like, the fire plane, or something that exists there. If you have any ideas as to what they stole, we could go and search for it.
Do you know what was taken?
As you're saying that, the light from the chamber, you hear this is rumbling from the end of the chamber, and the light stops. And you can feel the earth move and shake, and just the echoing of just rubble and noise. And for those in the central, that would be Kip, So, and Mavo, you can no longer see the outside, the light coming from the end of the chamber. It's dark.
Begging your pardon, but we honestly, we were not the ones desecrating this. You have to believe us, please.
I said that you were not the ones responsible. I know who was responsible. They're just outside.
Oh.
And
They're outside now.
I stopped my video.
We got a couple people.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Moved around.
We got multiple people shopping and everything.
I went to go switch back over, and then I ended up clicking my video and was like, oops, I stopped my video.
Let's bring that to the right layer. And I'll quickly try to arrange. So that's where that's his presence. That's the size as well.
Oh my god. I don't think he's as big as a Goliath. He is much bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
So I'm just going to quickly see if we can change the cameras. Because that was a...
What? 15 feet across on the
That shouldn't have done that, but...
Oof.
Nope, that's one. There. Really hate doing that. There we go. Yeah, he's big. He's a big boy. Studio mode, why did you do that? Okay. So that should have been subtle, but it wasn't. Sorry about that. Studio mode doesn't seem to work. So yes, he's quite large, so I forgot to put his token on the map. But he moves past you so, and starts moving to the south. Do you take any action, Peach?
He
Stab
is.
him.
I'm
Stab him in the
gonna
back.
follow him. I'm gonna stab him. No, I'm gonna follow him.
He moves. He essentially moves over you, Kip, due to any attack.
No.
No. And he's
I guess
he
follow.
seems to be focused. Don't know. Stop where you're going. Stop.
Oh.
Stop. There's other things happening here, please.
Okay.
But over Eager players, I don't know. It's just this whole thing, apparently. As underneath the earth, the altar, the central mound, shifts and moves as you feel this movement from underneath, and a form of earth and stone erupts and starts lashing out.
Oh boy.
And that's initiative counter, please.
I feel like we got the wrong cult.
Well,
A hunch. Ooh, yeah.
Wow, these rolls.
Ooh. That is 20.
Whoa.
wow,
Waste
we
my
actually
natural
got,
20s on initiative.
Wow,
actually got
we
really good
are-
initiative.
we are on the ball. We just all like frozen and panicked and just like tense, and suddenly,
Yeah. Something like
everyone,
that.
release your moves. Show me your moves.
Something like that. Okay.
Why do I feel like this is not going to be fun?
So,
it'll be fine.
also, Arona.
That's me.
Might help if you change a token's name to a
Yeah, I'm
Lionel.
going to do that now.
I'm trying. I have been trying.
No,
You know,
yeah.
it's weird. Your fake name to a different fake name.
Fake name after fake name.
We're good.
Now everyone's having a bad time. I can only do a couple of things. I'm not magic. I'm not well-equipped magic. So I'm going to stabby stab. Goes right here. Here. And I'm going to stabby stab.
God, look at the dice.
The 19 hit?
Let's see. And 19 does hit.
Okay. And I think I get that sneak attack only because none of my allies are technically around it.
Actually, I don't think anyone is.
No one is.
No. Yep.
Cool. And then since I hit it with a melee, it can't attack me as I that fucking moose. One of the over here.
So how much damage was that total? That was 18? Is that correct?
Yeah.
That was a total of 18. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure you can see the health bar. No, there we go.
Can't see it.
Now you will.
If I remember correctly, Earth Elementals much tougher than everything else.
I can imagine. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean,
Oof.
technically, I think
There's
the
your 18.
weakest is probably
That's not so
water.
bad. That's not so bad. That's doable. That's doable.
There's your 18.
Water or air is the weakest.
You think so? Air can just pick you up and drop you.
Yeah, that's the best bet.
D6 per 10 feet. That's-
so good. They have to pick you up first.
Meg.
Well, all my spells are quite a few of them are constitution based, and I feel like this guy has a lot of constitution.
You think he's really made of stone.
Yeah, like he's real stone gut.
He's probably very stupid though.
So yeah, I don't really have anything for stupid, so I'm gonna just
Vicious
stab him.
mockery. Mock him to death.
I'm gonna stab him twice.
Check.
Which
Okay, stabbing him twice. 26 is a hit and a 22 is a hit.
yes.
For a total of 16 damage.
I'm gonna give Kip inspiration. On could use a hand, sir. Kip.
I was expecting
Right.
something like that. Short people need to work together, but no. So Kip, you have inspiration, or bardic inspiration specifically. Everyone also does have
Right.
inspiration, technically speaking.
I am going to bonus action activate Blade Song. And then I am going to move up, and for my action, I am going to Booming Blade. With a natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so booming blade.
10
That's
slashing damage and 11 thunder damage.
okay. So that's it's really hard to hit something made of stone and doesn't seem to do much damage. But the thunder seems to throw more parts off it.
Okay, so thunder good.
Thunder good. Slashing, piercing, bludgeoning bad.
Makes sense.
There you go.
And actually, you know what? Because I can do this after I roll, I'm going to make this a, surprise, surprise, goading attack. Which, because it's a crit, I get to roll an extra d8.
Really shouldn't be, but yeah. It's got
But wait,
I'm-
it's like sneak attack or smite.
yeah.
So that's an extra 10 or piercing or slashing damage.
It is
And he has
slashing.
to make a wisdom.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Because it has to go off the attack itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it could it be. I'll check.
I'm not going to give you free magical damage.
Yeah, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough, fair enough.
Even if you used a partial magical attack, I'm not going to give you free magical damage because you got to like it's about the attack itself, the hit, not the magic that stacks on. Because then, that's my thought.
And
Anyway.
wisdom save.
Okay, wisdom save. So just a heads up about donations. If you donate lots of money and I get a D20, I get to use it.
No.
Don't do that.
Last time was a
Fails,
fire
yes.
elemental, so he failed. So he's going to have to hit you. Damn,
Yeah.
because he was totally going to flatten Meg. Totally going to flatten Meg. The spirit.
I might interrupt for a second just to say I noticed I put something wrong in like the formulas and stuff for my fighting style.
Yep.
And I was putting the +2 accidentally in my to hit instead of damage. So I've changed it now.
Okay.
But just letting you know that's
No problem. Thanks for the heads up. Maeva.
Yeah, I was wondering why you had +9 to hit. I was like, wait, what?
yeah. And put that
And
in the wrong-
this puts me in an awkward spot. I don't really want to waste any of my big spells yet, so yeah. How far away is he? Exactly 30 feet from here. If I go on this opposite side for Meg, I do get the advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're just gonna go do that. I've got to go move over to here.
Doesn't need to be
He's thoroughly-
specifically opposite because you've also got Kip on the other side too.
True.
He's
I'm just trying to
thoroughly
make a-
distracted.
I'm just trying to make the Illuminati triangle here, guys. We want the triangle to help us kill it quicker.
Body.
And I'm just gonna use my primal savagery as she rakes poison across her claws and acid strikes
Okay.
it. So roll that. Can you roll it with advantage? Because
Wow,
you know.
please don't hit. Not be hit.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the d20 just in case if it did crit. No. Okay, so yeah.
Thank you.
26 to hit with 19 acid. As she just rakes her claws of acid just across it.
Okay. Okay. So if he attacks, he has to attack Kip. Is that right?
I mean, he can attack others, but with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Let's try to kill Kip then.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Oh wait, that was acid damage, you say?
Oh no.
Okay, no. Oh, don't have to adjust. That's 2 misses. God damn.
Both miss, and no, I'm not going to do anything because slashing damage don't do shit.
Arona.
That's me.
Hmm.
I am seeing my friends doing what they do. I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna come back up. And what do I have? I have nothing. I'm gonna short sword him again.
Okay.
I do. Are we?
Flanking.
Is this a Yep. Is it?
Totally flanking.
Neato burrito.
Oof.
16.
I love it when you attack and just dice goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh god.
when there's a critical, it's even more insane. So again, it seems to be hard to chip off the stone or chip through the stone.
And I am gonna bounce back.
Yep.
That thing looks like it has an AoE, and I don't want to mess with it.
Possibly.
We really need to get you some like magical weapons there, okay? Arona?
Do you have that dagger?
Yes, but didn't use it.
It's a magical, it's just sharper. It doesn't really do anything.
It'll get through its armor.
Fair.
Damage resistance unless
No,
magical.
Looks a magical giant earth elemental.
It's a +1 dagger. That means it's magical.
Yeah. So it means the rules wise, essentially functionally wise, yes, it's like a D4 instead of a D6. Also D4 +1 instead of D6. So technically it's not as good, but when you're halving your damage and halving all that sneak attack damage, losing that little bit of initial is kind of beneficial because you also going to get all your full sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use the dagger next time. I completely forgot about it, to be fair.
D4
It's all
+1
good.
is basically D4 +1 is the same average as a D6 anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it's magical against a creature with resistances against anything but magic. So Kip.
well, seeing
Hmm,
as
you
I
skipped
saw
me.
how.
You
Oh
skipped
yes.
me.
Oh, did I?
Yes,
Oh,
you skipped
Meg.
Yeah, you did.
no.
Meg's like, please,
I'm sorry, I skipped the baby.
don't skip our baby.
Don't skip their son! Miss.
So that's a hit. No one's even come close to its armor class. Okay, finally got close to the armor class. Finally
That
miss.
damage.
But 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
So,
Oof.
well, 7.
Although I think you have advantage, so
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration.
You've also got advantage too. So, do you want to roll again for the second
Oh,
attack?
I do too.
Keeping the first damage, but rolling again to the second.
No.
Okay. Anything else?
I want to give Bardic. I'll give. Because I already gave Kip Bardic Inspiration. I'll give Mava. Bardic Inspiration. You can do it. Ma'am. Mava.
Kip.
Right. Well, seeing as I saw how effective that thunder was, I'm going to booming blade again.
Yep. I will say most of it's about like the fact it was a critical, but yes,
Okay.
that's a miss.
That's a miss, and you know what? That damage is so shocking. I'm not even going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do much else. Nope, can't do anything else. That's it.
Okay. You hear, you hear crumbling from the bottom of the corridor. And just like you can, for those that are in the center line that can see the bottom of the corridor, you can see the skeleton digging through the stone itself, digging upwards through the stone.
Oh, gee.
Mava.
I'm like looking at spells to see what I have, but I'm like, there's just not a lot of options here that are gonna be lower level spells. How many levels does that do?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cast a. It's only a 15-foot cube, so don't think I'll. Yeah, okay. He's 20 feet wide. I don't think I'm gonna hit Meg with that or Kip. Dear Lord, this guy is huge.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave at a second level on him.
Thunderwave.
Yep. And he has to make a con save against it.
He's huge enough that it's not going to hit anybody else.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, Thunder Wave at point blank range on an enemy with everyone flanking, and it doesn't touch your enemies.
Yep.
But that damage.
That damage wasn't the greatest,
No, it
but
wasn't.
Oh.
he still has to make the con save, hopefully.
It's con.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, con.
That's why I didn't do Thunderwave, because I was like, I feel like he's gonna be really good at that.
Ha!
Wow.
I win.
Apparently not.
Give him a strength check next time then. How? So that's 4 total. I don't know why it's split into.
It's
Oh, that's-
8 because I cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, yep, sure. 8 total. Gotcha. And now it's their go.
It's no longer goaded, by the way. That ends after my turn.
Ah.
Oh.
I did specifically say their go.
Ah.
Boy.
Rip.
Rip. So another elemental erupts from the ground. He actually can't be there. He can be here though, because he can't be in someone else's square. Erupts from the ground and erupts from like almost the walls. And as he erupts from the walls, like they start crumbling behind him, and seems to have damaged the walls and the structure of the barrow. And so one's going to attack Meg, one's going to attack. I'll roll for that one, for the second one. Maeva. So Meg is going to be the first attacks.
Hello, friend. Big friend. Oof.
What happened there? Whoops.
I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Those hit.
That's damage.
So that's 31 points of damage.
Okay. And then on Maeva, they're flanking.
Yeah.
Um, 26 points of damage
Okay.
as they
not too bad.
slam into you. Is there anything else on that? Do they knock you over? No.
Surprisingly.
Maybe
Freaking
maybe
ton of
don't
damage.
start saving spells. Maybe the time for saving spells is not now.
And that's their go.
Biggest oof.
Yeah.
Ow.
Biggest oof. I'm waiting to
I'm-
see Maeva's HP drop.
Yeah, like, let me click on this and see.
Maeva's got
Do math.
It's minus 26, right?
26, that's correct.
Let's see if it'll do it. Because sometimes this thing does not like me. I don't know why whenever I do the modifier to like try to minus it in there, it doesn't work.
You want me to do it then?
I got it. There we go. I just gotta
There you
type it
go.
in.
Big
Yeah.
oof.
So you're about the same.
Not the same.
Arona,
That's me.
it is.
I'm going to.
Oh, would be really great in this scenario.
Hmm.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
Very. Oh God. I guess I'll use my dagger. It says silver dagger, but it's a special one I got. I think.
The
Plus one.
+1.
I don't think that was ever put in my inventory.
I gave
If
it
you
to you.
had that jewel
If you
encrusted
click,
one.
if you click on the setting for Silver Dagger, you can just add a 1 to where it says magic bonus, and that'll sort it.
All right, there we
Done.
go. Done.
There was other parts to that dagger, but yes. I believe it was silent.
I actually let me check.
There's something strange about it.
If it speaks its name, if you speak its name, Rezur, it gives off a faint cold glow, shedding light in a 10-foot radius, and it doesn't make noise when it hits or cuts something.
Okay, yeah. So the blade slides through the granite of the elemental without even thinking. It just easily cuts through, and that's doing 25 damage. Wow. There's the difference of using a +1 dagger.
And I am gonna skip my skaboot out of there.
Yep.
I am hiding behind the bear.
Yep. As you skip Skaboot out of there, you can see that there's ice forming along the sides of the walls, and you as you jump over essentially the altar, you feel it's even it's not cold to the touch, but it's it is painfully cold to the touch.
Ooh, that's probably not going to bode well later, but it's better than being in front of a giant rock.
So there are rules for extreme cold, and they may come into effect at some point. This is the hinting.
I'll deal with it. Talk about a rock being stuck between a rock and a cold place.
Cold Rock Deli ice cream, awesome.
Mm.
Not a sponsor, but hey, we don't mind if you sponsor. And if you want to ship to our friends and our cast members, go for it, please. You can find our contacts down below.
Give us ice cream.
I'll eat ice cream on air. That's a promise.
Meg.
Okay. First off, healing word to Mabel.
Oh my god, please.
There you go, present. It's not great, but it's better than nothing.
That actually, that'll work.
The healing word that is actually, it's alright.
Yeah.
That's-
And I'm a stab twice at the big rock in front of me. Which only one hits.
Okay, yep, only one hits.
And that'll be my turn.
Again, it doesn't do as much as you really think it should, but your rapier even bends as you're trying to pierce and chip the stone. Kip.
Do my best.
Alright, let's try this again, because this seems to be my go-to thing. Booming Blade. With a 24 to hit.
Much better.
Hits.
And I will, once again, do this. Extra 3 damage. So that's 8 slashing, 5 thunder. And
No,
wisdom
I'm
save.
separating them. I separated the damage. It ended up more, but yeah, I separated the damage out as I entered them in. Because they are technically separate coming through. Wisdom.
Wisdom. DC 15.
Well, at least it's not charisma. There's no advantage, sorry. But 15's enough.
Still passes. And so what I'm going to do is... do I do it? Yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use Action Surge to do the exact same thing again. 20 to hit.
Yes, is enough.
And another girding attack. So 11 slashing, 7 thunder. And another wisdom save, if you wouldn't mind.
Can you cast the same spell twice?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, cool.
So, yes. And that casting spells in a row applies to bonus action spells, not if you use Action Surge, which is a weird rule thing.
I'm not hugely familiar with
Fails.
fails,
So-
damn. Okay, so he's
Meg
going to
is
have to attack
hopefully
you.
safe for now.
That changes my attack actions.
I would hope so. That's the entire point of goading attack.
Oh, damn. Again, you can hear the noise of scraping and almost another collapse at the end of the tunnel from behind you.
I don't know what this undead bone guy is doing, but if he's so upset about things desecrating, you'd think he'd help out here.
No interest at all. Maeva, you're in between a rock and a rock place. And it's,
Rock and a rock.
Yep.
I'd say you're in a hot predicament, but you're not really that. You're in a very, very cold predicament.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Healing Word over towards Meg
Aw.
to return the favor. Because it's a bonus action spell, so I can still attack with my cantrips.
Aw, thank you.
So we're gonna do this at a level 2 and cast that back over towards you.
Just swoop.
Okay.
There we go.
Damn.
It's not
So-
bad. Not the greatest, but not bad.
Putting the share the love hearts in chat for you. There we go.
We're sharing love back and forth. So I gotta cast that, and I'm gonna
There you go.
attack the one in front of me that I get advantage on with Primal Savagery. Try and swipe at it again. 19 to hit for 7 acid.
Natural 1 on the other side. Thank God for
Um,
advantage.
Yeah. Really.
19 to hit is a hit. 7 acid.
Alright.
It's the middle one, like the one closer to everybody that you're flanking, yes?
Yeah.
Just one, yep. And the acid hits and starts eating into the rock and the granite.
And is the spot like still within reach of it? Like the one right above me? Is that still technically within his reach?
If you move up, it's an attack of
Mm-hmm.
opportunity.
Okay. Which he gets a disadvantage at because Kip.
Yes.
So
Yes,
I'm just gonna take the
true.
attack of opportunity to go and let him take a disadvantage attack at me.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be squished between two.
Come on, hit.
Dang it.
That's a hit.
19's gonna hit. That's fine. 11 damage is
Oh my
better because I'll just move up here.
Hold on.
Big oof.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, I was like,
There we go.
thank you.
Back to 9. Oh, I won't say the amount, but back lower.
Yeah, that's fine with me. So yeah, we'll move up there so I'm just a little bit safer.
Yeah. So you're not flanked, which is what you're going to do, which is what the attack action was going to do. And so we have a oh man, I'm gonna have to try to track Kip again because of the goading attack. So at normal, finally one hits.
Nope, it doesn't. Shield.
Ah! That's why I hate attacking Kip.
It's almost like it's my tactic or something.
I know. It's like, oh.
It's like he has a really good spell to help him out.
Yeah. And 2 attacks on Maeva.
Yeah.
Okay. Would Maeva like to do an attack of opportunity, please?
Sure.
Yep.
Is he moving away from me?
Yep.
Okay. I'll do that in normal primal savagery.
Do you have Warcaster?
Do you need Warcaster to do
Yes.
just a cantrip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
fortunately.
didn't know you had to do that. Okay. Well, didn't know that. I don't know what weapon I have. I haven't used in forever. A theme. There we go. That one. We'll do that.
That's right. You actually have a weapon somewhere. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have a dagger. It's a bone dagger at that.
For a little bit of
This
damage.
giant sickening bone that I just carry around with me at all times.
As
I know.
it moves through the wall away from you and disappears
Oi,
And-
get
and
back here. That's
more-
my trick.
And more rubble and roof fall and collapse from that area.
Guys, I
don't
think we
like
need to get
pictures
out of
of
here.
It's a good idea. Really, we should
Ow.
go now.
Okay, so let's read up extreme cold. So whenever temperature drops below 0 degrees Fahrenheit for the creature exposed to the cold must succeed a DC 10 Constitution saving throw at the end of each hour. In this case, it's actually quite accelerated. Or gain 1 level of exhaustion. Creatures with a resistance or immunity to cold automatically succeed the saving throw, as do creatures wearing cold weather gear. Thick coats, gloves, etc. The like. Creatures naturally adapted to cold climates as well.
No, I'll make that con save now.
Who has the coat?
There's a coat?
The coat that was did you give the coat back to Maeva?
Yeah.
I gave the coat
Yes.
to Mesa.
Yes. So the DC, I think it was only 10. Yeah, DC 10, you passed
Ignore
that.
the advantage.
So you're good. You can see
Do we
one. No, this is per person during this round. So you pass. You can see one elemental, and you feel the ground shaking somewhere as well. Actually, quite a bit of the ground shaking.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I'm gonna go over here, bonus action dash to do it, and stabby McDude.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could find my character sheet, it's always hard to see when it's transparent, and I'm going to.
You can transparent your character sheet. That's awesome.
What?
18 hits. As you got advantage as well.
18's fine. That is 19 damage.
19 damage. Done.
Almost dead.
Getting there.
Are you staying there?
Yeah, I have to stay there.
Okay.
I already used bonus action dash.
You can still. You have 60 feet, so you can still move 40.
True that. I'm
20,
going.
rather.
Yeah. I moved 45 feet. So let's see.
About
I can-
15.
We
But
should
if you
really
move
out of
away,
here.
there may be an attack of opportunity.
No, it's swashbuckler.
Yeah. Nope, I used a melee move against him. He can't touch me. I'm back here.
Damn swashbucklers.
Swashbucklers.
Harsh, I can't be touched.
It's almost as if the character is totally designed for that.
Ah.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
Meg.
Okay. I'm gonna give Maeva another healing word. I'm gonna make this one second level.
No, you have healing. No, you have healing.
Slap you with healing. Nice.
Here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Um,
Looks at you. We really need to stop trading healings like this.
well, we need it, sir.
The annoying thing is, even if I do drop Maeva down, she'll probably just turn into an animal and then have to do it all over again. Druids.
Just as like I'm waiting for my 2 wild shapes just to be like, heh, no.
Rapier.
Good hits. Good hits.
Yay! I don't know where the other one is though.
As the stone and the earth just crumble and disperse around you.
Oh wait. Do I have
The slab shifts back to mostly where it used to be.
Wait. Do I have to make that con check?
Yes, you do.
Is it a con save or a check?
It's a con save DC 10.
Oh, oops, I left advantage on. Just take the first one, which is a
10 20 is enough. Yep. So you would have hit. Yep. There's still something somewhere. You can feel the rumbling, and Kip, you can see whatever that was, or whatever the thing is from here, is ripping apart the ceiling and throwing chunks of stone behind himself.
Jabbo.
Yes.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here now. Do I make con save?
Con save, please.
Easily done. Oh, just.
Oh.
And I will dash because I have 40 feet. I can move right up to behind this guy. So, and I will use my kobold tunneling skills to help him dig out, because kobolds are tunnelers.
As you run up the entrance chamber towards him, stones and rocks and boulders are thrown at you unconsciously, and you take 6 points of damage.
Ugh. No save or nothing.
No.
Dang. That's fine.
If I did an attack roll, it's like, I know I can't hit, but it's just like, if you get close to him while he's digging, it's a dangerous spot.
I'm gonna start digging as well, because kobolds are tunnelers. So I'm gonna help.
Where you're digging and how you're digging, because it is stone.
I'm gonna dig down.
Okay, so
Down and under.
Down is compact dirt.
Yeah,
He's digging and scraping things off the ceiling and throwing them behind
I
him.
mean, I just want to get out, so I'm gonna dig down in the idea to like go under the door like that.
Yep. Okay. Again, he's just... You see that he's making effort. He's through the actual stone slab above, and as he does that, the two sides flop to the side as he's ripped actually through the center of the thick field stone that caps the caps the top of each lined wall. And he's starting throwing bits and pieces behind him.
It's also
and-
more to shelter myself
Yep.
from the debris than.
Yep.
I know he'll probably get out faster than I can dig, but you
Yes.
know, just safe.
You also notice that the closer you get to this person, the colder it gets.
Yeah.
And you're right
makes
next to him. So it's going to be bad soon. Maeva, there's a
waiting for the
rumbling
map
and
to
there's
reload.
movement.
I don't know why the map keeps doing this, but it just keeps like stopping, and then now I have to load back up again. Just waiting for 2 seconds because I have to wait for everything to load back up, which just takes just
Well,
a
you
minute.
don't need to see the map. You know kind of what's happening.
Yeah.
You know one of the elementals has moved through the walls effortlessly.
Let me see if I can get my character sheet pulled up really quick. I know I'm gonna transform into something, but let's see, what should I? I'm pretty sure a bear is resistant to cold, or at least it can adapt to cold climates.
Would Maeve have known about a polar bear? I don't think so, though. Bears go into
I mean, I
hibernation
can't-
in cold climates.
I
What
can't
lives on
get to
top
a
of the
polar bear.
mountains?
Arctic foxes live in the mountains.
I think
That's
they live
true.
in the Arctic.
They live in they're mountainous foxes too. I think so. I don't know. I don't know anything about animals ever. I only know that birds are loud. And
At
that's
least
what I'm-
something with fur. I think.
Fur tends to help against cold. That's all I know.
Wait. There might be a mountain animal. Shrews technically stand cold.
If you transform to something with fur, I'll give you a D4 on top of your normal roll. But I don't think you'd know about polar bears because you need to be able to know and see that animal.
Oh no, the thing I can't
you're
do.
familiar with.
Polar bears are actually challenge rating at 2. You can't
Oh yeah, they're
transform
big.
to those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't transform to that anyway. Okay, I think my map is finally loaded so I can see my character sheet because I was trying to do spells anyway. Firstly, let's see. I'm gonna trade off another heal for bonus action. We're just trading healing here, Emmy. That's all we're doing.
I mean,
So-
with only 2 does damage, so.
Yeah. So you said con save?
Con save.
Okay. Let me get back to things. Con save. Oh no, I rolled. It's a good thing I also have inspiration. Not inspiration, Emmy's bardic inspiration.
Yes.
Which is, what is that, a d6 or a d8?
I can double check. Inspiration.
The die becomes a d8 at 5th level.
Yep.
Cool.
D8.
I'm gonna roll that to help me with this. Hey, I rolled a 10.
Just enough.
Thanks, Emmy.
Our trading of healing just.
And now you do your
That's what
healing.
got us to 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We just inspired each other.
Yeah, we're just helping each other back and
Friendship.
forth. Friendship is magic, guys. Just so you know.
I've had a
I'm
few
gonna-
friendship magic moments in D&D. It's not
I'm gonna
uncommon.
cast this at level 1 because I don't have. I need at least 1 second level spell left. So,
That's fair.
I
but
just
hey,
want the
8 healing.
Yay.
I just want the healing word to
And-
be "You're valid." No, you're valid. No, you're.
Hit the one you don't understand. You're in danger, not
Okay.
me.
So
And then
No,
action,
fuck you,
I'm gonna-
man.
I'm gonna turn into a brown bear.
okay. So do we
So
have
you,
bear propped up? We've got cave bear propped up, but we'll just say brown bear. We'll leave it at that for the moment. I think we might have brown bear somewhere. Spell tokens. Yeah, we do. So bear.
You know, do you know those like those NPCs that you can get that kind of like follow you around and help you out? I've come to realize that's what Meg is.
she's a support character, just helping everyone out.
She's one of those NPCs that's just like, oh, all right, sir, I'll get right on it.
I love it.
There you go. There's your bear. You should be able to move that as well. Any
Yay!
movement?
I moved him on accident. How much movement does a bear have? Bear.
Aren't
Type
they s-
in bear.
Aren't they
No,
still
she-
medium?
Bear has 40 feet and 30 feet climb.
Okay.
Aren't
No,
they-
bears are a large beast.
Oh, they're large. Okay.
This is Thurman's version of bear, so I'm just. It was there in the spell tokens.
So they have 40 feet for a brown bear and 30 feet climb. Okay. Then just gonna do a drive-by pass. Just gonna get over here 15 feet to go and pick up the Meg.
Mava Bear.
Mava Bear. Mama Mava Bear.
Yeah,
And just gonna pick you up and we're gonna go towards that's 15, so 20 would be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah. You can get here, right? Try to do math in my
If you're
head.
going to go through where the earth elemental was, that'll totally be difficult terrain.
It won't be because I have land stride.
That's right.
Difficult terrain does
Yeah.
not affect me, so I'm gonna go over here with Meg on my back and just get
Okay.
to Arona.
Oops.
Okay.
What did I do?
Will just drag me along
Wait.
too. You're riding Mama Bear Mava.
I just realised I put that onto the background, which then doesn't work for the initiative order. There we go. Okay. So you're
This
over
is,
the. Yes?
this seems to be a recurring theme of Bear picking up Meg.
Or Panther. There was a Panther before.
I did Panther. I've done a bear. I've done a horse.
Meg's just turned into just this baby, apparently.
Can I have
Meg
a.
is Meg is like a hand. It needs to be held.
Can I have a reflex save for Meg, for Arona, and for Maeva, please?
Do you mean dexterity?
Dexterity, yes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
As from the ceiling erupts stone as it drops onto where you are.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Oh,
Okay.
That wasn't very good.
So I'll put it
Ooh,
on
can I roll my inspiration?
Oh wait, I have inspiration.
You've already used your inspiration, did you not?
I used bardic inspiration. I didn't
Bardic
use actual
inspiration.
inspiration to just
Would you like to use your
roll.
inspiration?
Yeah, because that's a 4 that I rolled, so let's just try it again.
Oh wait,
So that
I
would
have
be
cat dice.
16.
Okay, 16.
16's much better.
Meg,
I'm
do you
gonna
want
roll
to
my
use your
check.
chat dice or your inspiration? Do you think 14 is going to be enough? As the roof essentially collapses on all of you.
I don't know.
Do you? It's just a risk of. Do you think 14 is enough?
I would
10,
I'm gonna roll it.
9.
Rolling the dice.
Okay,
15.
15's enough.
Oh, was it just enough?
14 wasn't.
Oh,
Oh,
So, Maeva,
Mhm.
I'm just going to move your character up there, but you can still see.
Yeah.
Meg, as you jump off. Arona, as you jump off. That's just random directions. I just, dragged you off.
I mean, just wondering, but if like I was jumping with Meg, would she be more towards my side?
Okay.
you switch. Switch.
Just 'cause
Megan.
I'm
Come
like-
on and slam.
Because I would assume she'd be closer
Oh.
to like me.
I was gonna say just switch me and Meg. It'll be fine.
No, that's what we've got. And then the slams.
Oh.
So, one on Meg, one on Arona. Oh no, 2 on Arona.
To what? I'm so sorry.
Slams.
2 slam attacks.
Oh, 2 attacks.
Does a 26
Those
hit?
2 definitely.
That's,
That hits. The 20 hits.
30
that's
points of
30.
damage.
Oh.
That is 30 points of damage. Still standing.
Uncanny
Oh.
dodge.
Still standing.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
Oh, yeah, uncanny dodge. I forgot that existed. I'm very panicked and tired, and I have a headache. I'm baby.
So what does uncanny dodge do? It gives you takes half damage.
It halves damage of one of them, and I'll have the first one.
So you only take.
that's
So I'll put
8.
8 back.
Yep, that's gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, you're in the double digits now.
Thanks,
Oh,
Marco.
God.
I think everyone was saying it, and it's your go.
It's my go. Oh gosh. My friends are back there. Ah!
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Just
not
gonna
gonna
like
be able to
move
stuff.
Maeva over to the other side because I can't
Yeah.
see out of the bear. So
Oh, okay. You should be able to, but okay. I understand if you can't.
yeah, I was like I can't see, so I'm just moving around.
Technically, does it count as flanking?
Yes.
Meg.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my fancy dagger. 25 to hit, 18 damage.
Damn, you're doing damage.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, it can do damage back, but yeah, that's sneak attacks. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna skedaddle. So, I'm gonna go here, but I'm gonna kind of wait. I didn't take my full movement. I'm waiting for Maeva and Meg to catch up.
Yep. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please?
Of course you can.
Due to the cold.
For the 12, it's a 15.
Yep. Okay. Meg, can I get a Constitution saving throw due to the cold, please?
Yep. Sure can. 12. Okay. Oh, just okay. I can healing word. Oh, okay. First off, healing word. That to Runa. Let's go.
Wow, I'm getting a massive delay there.
Yeah.
Hopefully the stream's going out properly, but eek.
Yep. So healing word, and then I'm gonna double attack. First. Oh, there's meant to be advantage. Hang on.
There's no advantage because
Oh yeah, because she moved.
yes,
Yep.
because she was on
Sorry.
low single digit hit points for a short amount of time.
I also imagine it'd be like funny, but just Meg just on top of Mava's bare head, just stabbing, stab.
This is difficult terrain, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Just stay on top of me.
19
I
hits,
have
11
plans, right?
doesn't, for only 4 points of damage.
You're riding your steed into battle. That's what you're
And
doing.
was the healing on? So
On Rona, yeah.
yeah, Arona.
Okay, so I
for
can
12.
get to
No, 11.
heal.
11 doesn't hit.
No. 11
no,
back
that's
healing.
you get 11 healing.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
blind. Okay.
That's okay. So you went
My
from
brain
a
is
third.
not functioning at 100%.
You went from
I
a
get
third to
little
2/3
bit
now.
around.
Yep.
So is that where you're ending?
Yes.
Okay.
As I'm now standing on the corpse of this.
Yeah, it's just rubble, stone, and just there's still the hole that it erupted from. So it's all just
Yeah.
difficult terrain. It's all just horrible, and it's unstable, and it's soft, and it's
Yeah.
hard, and
Everywhere.
yep. Kip, you heard first before you saw what happened behind you.
Yeah, I spin around from my little hole that I've dug, and I go, shit! And I run up 40 feet, which brings me to there. And I will conjure the image of 4 glowing silver daggers, and I'll cast magic missile
Awesome.
at 2nd level for 14 force damage. And then Kano is going to duck.
Yes, ducking's good.
And that'll be my turn. Yeah, I just kind of run up past like just brushing past as they fling these arcane daggers of missile, and just yep, that's all I can do.
So we go to Javor, who again he's making
Oh,
headway.
sorry, you need me to make a con save.
Oh yes, a con save, please. Yes.
Easy, 17.
Um, 17. That's easy. And again, yes. His feet never touch the ground, but his waist is disappeared. Like you can't see that. It is making headway through the top of the barrel. Mava.
So con save, and then you said the D4 for being the bear.
Yes.
Cool.
Are you at the level where wild shape counts as magical?
I don't know actually.
Or is that
I
just
haven't
me?
actually. Wild shape. I haven't really read you in a while.
It's just Moon Druid, so no.
I think it's just Mood Druid
It is just
because they're
Moon
the ones that
Druid.
get a lot of the special parts of that.
The super wild shape. Yes.
Yeah.
So you pass your con save. You don't even need to roll your D4 for your fur.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
I am going to make my attack with my bite and my claw attack as a bear.
Okay.
So, bear bite and bear claw. Because I'm in a form that's a little different.
The claw's better. The bite did not succeed.
Yeah.
But you're not magical,
Just
so
roaring
the damage
out.
is reduced.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then,
you got max damage on both of those. Actually, no,
Yeah.
not quite.
almost max damage on, actually, yeah, max damage on the first one. That I rolled
Then
opposites of
Yeah.
the second one.
Yeah.
I like
let's see,
Pathfinder. If you do one of each, it comes up blue.
Oh,
So if you do minimum damage, it's a blue. So it's red. If you do max damage, it's green. But if you do one of each on the roll, it comes up blue to show you that.
If I just like do a giant 40-foot drive-by, can I also just pick Meg up all the way, just push her on top of me, and just keep walking with her?
In this case, you have acted.
Yeah.
Like you've done 2 attacks.
Okay. Then I'll just move all the way over here with my 40 feet.
Okay. It moves to here. Still, and pretty much blocking the exit, the corner here. Because that's essentially you're sitting in the stone itself, but.
Oh, yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
can't really see it very well.
Yeah.
I should probably move my character again so I can see. That would help.
So you
That
can see
makes
underneath
sense.
your character, underneath that's stone.
Yeah.
So that's the actual walls. So you're trying to get past,
okay.
but it moves just enough to block you and block that and cut that off. And it again focuses on Meg.
Oh, hello.
Hi. And only one hits with 12 damage, one slam.
Okay.
You hear this very loud roar.
Yep.
Bear roar. No. Not my pup.
Not the baby.
Arona, can we have a constitution save, please? Not a single person's failed this yet.
DC
You
10.
sure can. I
Stop,
don't...
stop trying to jinx us.
No, it's really impressive. Like,
There we go.
oh, there we go.
Why did you jinx us?
You jinxed it.
No, it's really impressive. You've gone 2 rounds without anything.
Do you have inspiration?
Do you? Yes,
I'm not going to use it. I'm fine.
It's
It's
only
fine.
it's only exhausted. It's
Oh,
only
good.
one level of exhausted, which you can tick onto your character.
I'm fine. It's fine. We're fine.
Nothing to see here. Meg. Oh, sorry, no. What am I doing? You still got all your actions. What am I doing?
I still get to do stuff.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna run back. So that's 20 feet.
Yes.
And Mava is technically next to this person, but it's not a flanking, so
No, that's for
I
flanking.
don't get my stuff.
You get your sneak.
Just
It
so
does?
that we know.
Yeah.
Because Meg is. Well, no,
I'm
I'm
honestly,
also like kinda almost on
Meg.
the other side.
Meg is flanking.
Just don't
I
get
wanted-
advantage.
I almost gave you the benefit of the doubt of it not being my thing, so I wouldn't get my thing for once, but I get all my stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've worked
17.
out you pretty much get your stuff very much all the time.
pretty much every
The
time.
only occasion you don't is if you're fighting an enemy and there's another enemy adjacent to him or you.
Yeah.
There's no allies nearby.
That didn't work. There we go. Drops even further. Not dead drops, but just drops its health. Who's any other actions? Are you going to move back or are you going to stay in combat?
I'm staying there.
Oh. Okay.
Meg. There's now a flanking
Okay.
situation.
We're in a spot where I can flank.
Yep, with Arona.
Okay. Okay. How's everyone looking? Not too bad. So.
Heal yourself, damn it. You're
Oh,
worthy.
yeah. Don't worry about us. I have 34 free hit points.
Meg wouldn't heal himself though, so.
No.
Stop it. Love yourself.
Team baby.
Oh wait, advantage.
Yes.
And that one. That one. And that one. So 2 hits there.
So the first one is the 22 for the 9 damage. Second one is your 22 for 13 damage.
Yep.
So he's still taking the first damage from the advantage
Yeah, that's
side.
fine.
Yeah.
You can do that. Hang on.
So,
I still have the bonus action. You look very cool as a bear. Miss Minerva? Mava? Ugh. Why did I say Minerva? Ugh.
I don't know. It's all good.
no.
The blood loss is getting to him.
Yeah.
You
the
get a
coldness.
very
The we forgot the con save, the coldness.
Oh, I did
Oh.
too.
Yeah.
I'll do that real
you
quick.
get this proud like agreement of like rough
Oh, I
kind
left
of
advantage on.
It's
growl.
enough. The first one's enough.
I keep forgetting turn off advantage.
So you're giving inspiration? Or
Yes, I gave Mava inspiration.
okay.
Thank you.
Kip.
First, or forget. Fail.
So just tick it on your sheet.
1 level of exhaustion.
Just one so far.
Actually, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna use bardic inspiration for that.
So your D8.
D8.
You got a good chance of passing with the D8.
Nope.
No. Shit.
Nope.
It was a while ago.
The
Mostly
bard's been
wore off.
preoccupied trying to inspire others. He just Meg's just totally ignored you for a while.
I'll move up anyway, and I will do my classic. This is a certified hood classic.
Booming blade.
And just for that terrible thing, I miss.
Oh, I didn't even realize you
well.
missed. I just saw the bad damage. I just expect you to hit every time.
Save the
any-
bardic inspiration.
Yeah, true. Anything else? Any other actions or abilities?
I got nothing else.
Okay.
Oh, I do, but I don't want to use it.
Yeah. Again, you hear just stuff flying behind you down the corridor. Mava.
Well, I'm a bear,
Yes, you are.
so I'm just gonna. I can't really get through there, so I'm just gonna move back towards like the middle of this thing and just push up and just claw at it and bite it.
Yep.
And I have advantage now because I have teammates.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Bear bite. Arr.
And your con
Chomp
saves.
chomp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that. Let me do that. Not an advantage. Con save. Yeah,
No problem. And do your swipe.
and then bear claw. Yeah.
Awesome.
It's actually not bad.
Yep.
Bear, you good. And I'm just gonna back up further into like near Meg just in case I have to like transform back and help.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
So there was no goading attack, which was, oh my god, I can actually freely attack.
Oh, I didn't fucking hit. So
I know, it was, as I said, it's rare that you actually don't hit. It's going to attack Meg.
Oh, of course.
Thinking
no,
that
no,
Meg's the
no.
smallest thing.
I'm also the smallest thing. I'm smaller than Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 13 points of
Yeah, that
damage.
13 points.
Yep.
Harsh's master plan is to run everyone's morale into the
Ooh.
ground. So next is our baby.
Now I'm down.
Now down.
No!
Oh no.
I had 6 left after the first one.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now
That's why there was a pause between the two.
Because
Because I
dramatic
knew
effect.
if one hit, then the second one could bring you all the way down.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh good. I got it.
Ugh,
So
I think
I got
the skull and crossbones a bit dramatic.
Oh, you should see it from the D&D Beyond with the overlays, which we're currently not using. But when you have that, it actually has like the skull and crossbones on the character, and every time you roll a death save which fails, it gets more and more. It's really bad, and like you can see like the dots on either side underneath it, of where they are, how much on each one.
Oh.
It's even more dramatic. Okay, so Arona, you've got the level of exhaustion.
It's fine. It doesn't even affect me. Should I do my con save first?
If you've already failed it, you don't need to do it.
Oh, you can only go to one level of exhaustion.
You can only go for one level, at least
Okay.
this part.
Okay. All right.
This part.
Yeah, if
So
you stay
I'm
here for
starting-
longer, I can see how much health this thing has.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and flanking, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Everything's all the dice.
All of the dice. Oh.
So, that is 22 damage.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. Wow.
so close.
That's the
Magic
difference.
weapons.
That's the difference between magic weapon and non-magic weapon. Would you like to
Yep.
do
Magic
anything
weapon.
else?
Yes. Yes. I can't see my friends, but a mother knows when her baby is down. So I am going to use healing word. Because I am not letting somebody die on my watch.
Well, you did just say you can't see, so do you need to see? For
It is
healing.
Do I? I've never used.
Let me check the wording of the spell.
Yeah.
Healing word
A creature of your choice can.
that you can see within range.
Change. Stick a four up.
You got movement.
Actually, you do have movement.
Well,
You hit.
the problem is that it's kind of blocking the sides.
It's blocking the way entirely.
This square
I can't
is inaccessible.
Ah, fuck.
save my baby.
Can she
So-
like try and look like maybe between its legs or something?
Can I
Like,
try to, like squat or something to see my baby? Please let me help my baby.
You can have a perception check. Yeah. So those lines there, like the rocks on the side, they're the actual walls.
I thought those were like adornments at first, and that's why I was
No.
like, oh, they're like decorative. Okay,
No,
cool.
no, that's the stone slabs along the walls. So it's like actually physically trying to block that. It can actually go
Okay.
halfway through because it can move through stone, move through earth without any effort. Hence it dropping from the ceiling.
Yeah. Earth elemental.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly that. So a perception check, please.
Tiefling.
I've got a number in mind. Oops, I just drew that in the wrong layer, didn't I?
13.
13. Yes, I'll have that as an allowance.
get my 7.
Yay. And
To get
then
you-
7.
Get 7 HP back. You're alive.
I'm alive. I'm on the ground, but I'm
Yay.
alive.
There's a goblin on the ground.
Do we
Pretty
eat it?
much.
Any,
Gotta pick up this.
any movement?
Gotta pick up this goblin off the ground.
No. I want to save my baby and my friend.
Okay.
Eat baby for nutrients.
Meg, you're on the
Um,
ground.
I'm on the ground. I get off the ground.
That's half your movement.
Yup. And I stab. I stab.
Stab, stab.
Hopefully.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, why?
Low damage though.
Double nat 20.
But has
And
low
then double
damage.
1 for damage? Why?
Really low for damage.
Double 1 for damage. Jesus.
Do I kill it?
Well, let's see. Um,
Oh!
no,
No!
no, no,
Almost.
did not kill it.
Okay.
Kip,
Um,
oh, have you got any movement or anything you'd like to do?
no, I'm just. That'll be my turn.
You want to climb on my back? Get away.
Like, but if I go away, I think it'll take away. Will that take away, flanking? Or not really?
Maeve is still there for flanking.
Yeah, I'm still there for
Like
the.
a
Well, I
little
may as
bit
well
aside.
jump on. I'll jump on Maeve's back.
Okay.
From my
She's
position
just like-
on top of the rubble.
Gets down so you get on top.
Well,
She's
I'm on
large.
top of the rubble, so I feel like the height difference there helps.
That's
a
true.
little.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you can't see anything of Jovar.
Skip me.
What did I?
Oh wait,
okay,
I didn't
did.
make my con
Skip
check.
me.
Yeah, I was
Hang
like,
on. I
Con
need to
check.
make my con save. Oof. Big oof.
Yep,
Also left advantage on again.
that's okay. I forgot to take the D4 off you because you used that, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
That's the wrong one. This new overlay is a bit weird for me to work around, but even though it looks like all the others currently, and I'm not used to it for this show, so I'm really weird. Okay, so everyone should have advantage except for Near at the moment. At least that's what I'm looking at.
where we went.
Like, so it has inspiration
Yeah.
Oh.
on the
I was like,
sheets. I
advantage,
think.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
just
the only
making
one
sure.
without it.
Okay, so I think that's us, and you now and Meg now has not the shakes, but one level of exhaustion.
Then keep.
2 D&D sessions in a row. I had
Yeah.
the same issue last night. The cold.
No, there we go. Back to Kip.
Just
Right.
bury yourself in my fur. It's fine.
All
I
right.
was also riding a
Yes.
bear.
This is gonna be for flavor. Kip dashes up the top and sort of does like a mad dash up the top of this elemental. And when he's perched on top of it, he'll summon forth the daggers once again and plunge them into the top of his head for 18 damage.
Aw.
Force damage
Aw.
with the magic missile.
That is pretty
And do you
cool.
want to describe the rest of the effects of what happens?
Yeah. So it's set. Okay, what happens is he scampers up the top of it, and then he brings up the daggers and spikes them down so they look like a mohawk in the top of this thing's head. And then as he falls down, he brings a booming blade, and this thing just goes like that. It just cuts in half.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's the second of the elementals. Destroyed.
Yeah.
And
And I go, we gotta get out of here.
Roar.
so
That's my way of talking.
we'll move the end of the initiative turn order. And by this stage, like where you are in the central area, there's rubble everywhere. The stone slabs that support the ceiling, many of them are broken. Where the elementals have come through, they've just totally obliterated the stone slabs and made the structure unstable. You look down what used to be the entrance chamber, and again, all you can see is rubble. There is a hole that now extends up, and you can see light coming from the hole of where the.
I will before the rubble crushes him, I will poof Kano away.
Yep.
Just so he doesn't get hit by falling rubble.
Yep.
And then I will start to run to the exit.
Yep. On the upside is not as cold, but you still have that effect.
Mava Bear gonna run with her little cub.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to move.
Yeah. I have to bring Mava over underneath my character so I can even see. Let's go. I guess that's... And I can dash, so I mean, 80 feet of movement dash, so you know. Don't think I have to worry about how far I can really dash.
I'm cheesing it, but so's making sure her friends are at least a couple steps ahead of her. That way she can just make sure they get out.
No. Oh, that's the door. I was like, why is that a sharp bit?
Can we
You
get
can't
through?
actually get it. You can't actually go through the door. You have to climb up out of the shaft which has been dug.
I'll do that.
I don't think you can climb as a bear.
I can. I can
Bears
climb
have
30
climb
feet.
speed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was
starts
surprised as well.
climbing, and it's just like, no, out. Out we
As I
go.
see this bear overtaking me, I'll just sort of grab onto some of its fur and let myself be hoisted up.
Yeah.
I'm a large
Two-
beast, so I can easily hold you guys.
The two small beans will get
Yeet.
pulled up by the bear.
I'll jump up next to Meg and pull out my crossbow and start getting ready for whatever's outside.
Just climbing along.
And I'm just sizing up the next thing. Because, hey, that's a thing.
Hopefully, not using all our spells is a good thing.
While you're doing
Say
that,
that.
I might quickly run to the bathroom.
Yeah, same
Sorry.
actually.
Okay, we'll have a quick break and then we'll have a little bit of a conclusion. So we'll be back shortly. Stick around.
Okay.
Why do we always end on like cliffhanger?
Okay, so we're coming back. Sorry about that. Little bit of a toilet break between everyone, and also a little bit of de-stress. And of course, naturally, everyone's talking about Pokemons again. Yeah, so let's get back in. So as our brave, as the rusty daggers claw themselves out of the crumbling burial mound, they emerge to the surface and as their eyes adjust to the light of the morning light, in front of them they see the back of the massive skeletal form of the Uthgar king, in all its glory now in the light, still radiating of freezing cold, but in front of him, there seems to be several tribal warriors, two riding horseback and others flanking them, and that is the scene that we're going to end with for the episode. And there was mention.
Did they look hostile, or they?
That's the scene.
Okay.
I'm not going to give anything more away, because that could run into. You don't want me to put the initiative order up. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You can see how many is there. You can see, yeah. And each one of them looks quite beefy and quite large and muscular. You could see even barbarian-like, because they are barbarian tribesmen. And women, of course. So that's where we're going to end that for the show. And we do have a giveaway. So what we're going to do, we're going to get that giveaway started right now. You've got only a couple more seconds to type in !water into chat, just like that, to enter yourself into the role, and we'll do it as soon as we do our outros from everybody here. So we'll start with Near and work our way back this way, and then do the giveaway. So, Mr. Nearland Light.
Yep. Hey everyone, I'm Near. Thank you for stopping in and enjoying the show. I play Mava, our half-elf witch. Today was an interesting episode. A lot of cold and not fire, which is weird. Wasn't expecting that at all. Karsh. And a lot of trading heals, because me and me don't know how to stop not trading heals back and forth.
You have to share the love.
Share the love. Share the love with everyone. Just keep giving heals to everyone. Yeah. Come check us out next week. I'll be obviously back here on the Rusty Daggers, and also in the Children of the Salt Marsh, where we're going into weird things with diplomatic events. So yeah. Check us out next week.
I think that one ended with the players all in jail cell discussing about doing a one-on-one challenge to the hobgoblins of the sea.
Yeah, we're gonna go fight some hobgoblins at the sea.
Yes,
enjoy
for
that.
Diplomatic purposes. What could go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong.
Possibly go wrong.
Yeah, Peach.
I'm Peach. I play So, the Tiefling Rogue. It's been a fun game, and it'll be even more fun next week when we find out what the hell is this nonsense about. You can find me at Rocket Chair on Twitter, where commissions are on a rocky basis, but they're coming.
And I'm just going to correct it. That's Arona, the human rogue.
Tiefling rogue.
Tiefling Rogue.
Just perfect timing. The bio is just flashed up at the bottom.
Definitely to fix my outro, because now it's less rhythmic than So, the Tiefling Rogue.
Yep. Sky.
Hello, I'm Sky Blue Shinx, as you can see, Sky Blue Shinx, and I'm really glad I got that kill off, because I'm proud of that description. follow me at SkyBlueShinks on Twitter and on SoundCloud. Music commissions are open, so check my Twitter for the rates. Already got a bunch of people interested, including someone from the Saltmarsh game. So that's a fun commission to be working on. It's a bit challenging because it's a style I haven't done, but it's coming along nicely. And yeah, hit me up. I'm always looking to make some dosh and make some more music. So
Awesome. And Emmy Rabbit.
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, or you can just call me Emmy. I play Meg, the Goblin Bard. The session today was kind of wild. They did a lot more damage than I thought they would.
it was weird for me because I was just kind of like dozing off and like, oh god, I really can't do this. Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave and get a coffee. And suddenly I'm like,
Wide awake.
Like, hello. There.
it is a miracle.
I'll do the Schaefer Cure announcement again this week.
Yep. Go for
So
it.
on the 13th of November, me and another girl from the Gathering of Nerds Twitch, the Twitch group
Channel.
live stream, whatever. Yep. We are doing Shave for a Cure, so we're going to shave our hair off, and all the money that we're fundraising is going straight to the Leukemia Foundation. So any more money.
And there's also other bonus
that you
things
can
going on for
spare.
the stream.
Yes.
Yes.
So on the 13th of November, we're doing a fun 12-hour live stream. So you can drop in for a little bit. Don't have to catch the whole thing. It's just going to be lots of games, a lot of messing around, doing Bean Boozled. Every $10 we earn another $50, and I'm playing a horror game. So that's going to be fun.
So basically, when I get paid on Friday, I'm just gonna donate 50 to you.
I'm
Commission
dreading
I
it,
can
but
donate.
it's for a good cause.
It is. It's all
Let
for good
me-
cause.
Let me just find the link for you.
Yeah.
And
Can I get you the Blair Witch Project? Can you play that game?
I'm
That's
sure
actually a
there's
new
other...
game. I think it's perfectly fine.
Maybe. I don't
Alien
know.
Isolation's probably the best I've seen for streamers that are like
Oh, yeah.
jump scare. It's bad. And the problem with Alien Isolation is the alien learns. So if you hide in the same spot, it will come to that spot after a couple of times, and it will get you from that. So it's really, really nasty. So while you're finding that,
Kash, I'm sorry, but you were complaining about how we were talking so much about Pokemon. And I didn't even intend for this, but my mug is also a Pokemon.
I knew that one too. Yep.
Just
So-
realized that.
Speaking of that, we've got a merch store. So if you go to goblincaves.tv, you can actually see our streams all live. You can interact with us through there. It's got our socials, it's got everything there, and it's got our merch store where we do have mugs of our, like one for each of our shows. We've got t-shirts, we've got stickers, and bags. I'm wearing the Rusty Daggers Season 1 emblem, Season 1 design there. And it's all great stuff. The designer is Peach, so I think it's a great design. I'm loving it, and we're going to have more stuff coming up on the store at points of time. We're going to do our giveaway, so hopefully everyone's put in what they're going to do. So we'll do our roll right now. And oh my god, Amy's going to get the giveaway. I'm sorry, 1 I'm sorry, Midama. The only upside is that we're not sending this from Australia to save costs. We're sending it from America to save costs, which means it's going from America to Australia.
Is it really?
Really?
Yep.
I don't have the copy of the book.
I think Fox has it, right?
Fox has it to save us costs on shipping.
Maybe you should have waited.
Well, for
So that's a thing, but it's always a possibility because we do have a couple of Australian followers. Mr. Live Producer is also from Australia. I know that. So yeah, okay. So
I'm sorry.
at least we can get your details easily.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with your group. Hopefully you can even start doing more than just a one shot with that.
Oh, I might talk to them about running that, and then I
Yeah.
could tell them to not read it. Just go, don't read it. I'm getting it. Gonna run it.
Yes. And if they don't want to do it, you can always bring it to this channel. I don't mind. We can only do stuff during the day. You can come and do stuff here. And
Codium.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that would work.
I don't know either.
I was watching a Dual DM show, and it was really surreal where the GMs were just they were whispering to each other, and they just turned, smiled, turned back to the players, smiling, and the players just knew something was about to happen.
No.
And I think it was a set piece that this is something they'd planned before, like that. Yeah.
I'd love to do a co-DM where like there's one DM that does all like the NPCs and worlds and stuff as normal, but there's another DM that plays the villain
Oh,
and decides what the villain's doing at any given time.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
I've seen the combat DM and world GM, like that one happen. Because some people are really, really quick on the combats and other people are really descriptive and everything else. But so thanks everyone for watching.
What should we call this episode?
Yes, what should we call this episode? Anything?
I'm cold.
Come on.
Between a rock and a nice place.
Between a rock and a hard place. Between a rock and a hard
I
place.
think
Ice
a rock in
place.
an ice place would be really good.
Okay, yeah.
Or we could also call it Share the Love, because
Yeah.
Emmy.
All the healing words.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like between a rock and a hard and an ice place, or just rock and an ice place. But or rock versus rock ice, as in a rock paper scissors type thing.
Ice baby.
Ooh, copyright strikes. Totally copyright strikes. So while you're thinking about that, I'll do the other spills. We're using Syrinscape for the atmosphere and for the sound. I absolutely, if you're ever doing a horror game, if you're ever doing, especially Call of Cthulhu, and especially Call of Cthulhu, the Colbert House, or what used to be called the Deserted House, there's an amazing. What we were using today was the Deserted House on Syrinscape, which is a heartbeat. And it just escalates and escalates and escalates. I've modified it a little bit to just have a level of 6. And we started off at 1 as we were outside. And we were just amping up until the reveal. And it's an amazing sound set. And they've got huge amounts of sound sets, huge variety. There's so much there. Check them out. They're not a sponsor. I would love them to sponsor, but they are so, so good. We'll be back next week with our 3 role-playing sessions. We're not going to have as many Let's Plays. Keep an eye out on everything to be notified when stuff is. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching, everybody. And hopefully you've enjoyed yourself, even with all of the amazing technical difficulties. We'll have our credits roll, and we'll have we'll do a raid. We'll find somewhere after the credits roll, so stick around after that if you can.
Bye-bye.
So, bye-bye.
Oh boy.
Bye.